You're listening to Band Practice with Matthew and Krebs. Rock out with your cock out.
And we're here.
Oh, is that the music?
That's the music, bro.
Oh, wow.
Get closer to the microphone.
Oh, excuse me.
Like you mean it. So we have our very first podcast guest back,
Oh.
Back by popular demand.
Daniel Murr,
Once again, back is incredible.
aka Munky.
All day.
I like your heat hat.
Thank you. I like yours.
Thank you.
Looks like exactly the one you gave me, but pink.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah, you with the dad caps, man. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why you do that thing.
Well, dude,
Because we're
Wh-
Americans.
Since when
I
did
mean, like,
since when did those
hold on.
flat bill bullshit become
I'm just
sexier
saying,
than the
I
curve?
don't want to impugn on your freedom. You do what you want to do, and that's your right as an American. However, I just don't get it.
You know why? Because it's sexier. Just like a woman with curves. You want a flat woman or you want a woman with curves?
Yeah, but I don't need the same thing in a woman that I need in a hat.
Well, that's your fault.
Well, what are you fucking when you don't have a woman? Your hat.
Not my hat.
Okay, do you know why?
I don't know,
Okay,
maybe a sock. or
Krebs,
something.
you know this, right?
What?
Do you know why they started putting curves in hats? Or why that started?
Yeah,
Yeah, it was
people would
you
fold
wanted
it.
to put it in your pocket.
Yeah,
Baseball players.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Guess what?
they'd fold it and put it in their
I
pocket.
hate baseball too. Fuck that shit.
And that's where hats started from, was baseball.
That's great.
It's still an American
I respect
tradition.
the history.
That's why it's called
I
a
just-
baseball cap.
That's fine. Like I respect the history. I just don't want to do it. It's just, again, that's a right. That's my right as an American. So-
I don't want to impugn your freedom. I'm just saying you're wrong.
okay, that's fine. And again, it is your right as an American to think so. USA, USA, USA.
I agree with that.
You can't disagree with that.
I support that statement.
Thank you.
So,
But why leave the sticker on? What does that say?
That's just because I'm lazy and I like shiny things.
Oh, that's
I left the sticker on the inside of the brim on all of mine just because,
Yeah.
mostly out of laziness.
Yeah. Because like I'm gonna wash it a couple times and it'll fall off eventually.
Yeah, it'll fall off.
So
on
like
its
I
own.
don't need to like. I'll remove the sticker on the top because it looks stupid.
Yeah, that's
But-
That's the
dumb.
one I can't stand.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I don't.
You're
do
trying
that.
to convince me that shit's new by leaving a sticker on. But when I read the sticker, it says 2015. It's not a new hat. And I bet if you pull it off, it's faded like in that
Yeah,
one
it's
spot.
like faded
Oh, yeah.
all around it, but like it's
So then
still
you
like
can't take it
perfectly
off.
black under the sticker.
Yeah, then
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can't take it off. That's stupid.
Dumb.
Yeah.
No, that's dumb. That's like the sale. It's not even like a sticker that goes with the hat. It's like a sales sticker, and it has like the fucking size of it and shit on there. Like, whatever. The sticker I leave on there is just like the hologram NBA logo under the brim. Like,
Yeah, that's what I got. And like I said, like sometimes like I tilt my head just right and the sun catches it. And I'm like, hey, look, it's shiny.
well, most of the time I got my shit on backwards anyway, so I don't even see it.
Same, but like I have this like I have to like fidget with something, and like if I have nothing, it's my hat. And like what I'll do is I'll turn it backwards, like if I'm like getting serious, and then I'll turn it forwards, like I'm resetting. And, like, I do the same thing, and like I can't help.
I actually do that for UM football games with my UM hat. We're on defense backwards, offense forwards.
You see, it's good luck.
Yeah.
I'll bet you like
It-
it
it-
worked one time, and then he had to do it every single time after that.
Actually, it's worked every time because I choose to not remember when it didn't work.
Mm-hmm.
I totally affected those games.
That's positive
True story.
thinking for you.
Yeah,
So, Monkey,
selective thinking.
I heard you watched Pumping Iron.
It's
I didn't get through it all.
people.
I watched.
didn't get through it all?
No, yeah,
People
no,
have
no.
asked though, like listen, people were emotionally invested in you watching
Yeah,
this.
people want to
Apparently.
know what you think of this movie.
Justin and Mike, just off
was-
the top of my head.
I'll start off with the positive.
And
there
Big
was
Red.
a lot of
And Big Red.
there was a lot of good advice from Lou Ferrigno. Like he's as awesome as ever, but
Arnold!
no.
No.
One, Arnold's a douche, and two,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Or douche or psychological warfare like genius.
Did you okay.
you can't like act like that and then go all like conservative and like want like
Have you seen Ron White's new special on Netflix?
oh, it's the best.
Yeah, you can't unfuck the nanny.
Yeah, he won't stop doing that one
I was
bit.
just gonna say like
good.
No, he did. Go ahead.
yeah, like I know he's not like much of a weightlifter, but if you took Chris Hemsworth and without a shirt on, like it would have really made that movie better.
He does that for every fucking thing we watch
And it
now.
catches Krebs off guard every
Every
single
fucking time.
Like I'll set it up, and he'll be like, "Really? What?" And then like it's like, "Oh God damn it!"
Because you don't see it coming. You don't see it coming. You haven't done it for the Punisher yet, but like now I'm like waiting for it.
Yeah, I got him paranoid, so like that's all I
Yeah,
need.
that's pretty good though. That's a good one. Oh god.
Yeah,
So-
I'm not gonna start like doing all the bits, but like definitely like any of your listeners, like just watch that shit because it's fucking hilarious.
So what was your what's your overall takeaway so far from Pumping Iron?
It was gay.
What
It was
the
fuck? It was just a bunch of like dudes flexing in their underwear, and then like that's all it was. Like in any other scenario, that would be the gayest thing ever. But like for some reason, it gets a pass because it's bodybuilding, and we're supposed to like appreciate their muscles. I didn't like. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but
I think you're overthinking it, bro.
it might be like
It didn't make you want to go work out?
it really didn't.
What?
No, like it's almost random when I don't want to work out. Like
Like if I watch that movie, like if I get into a slump at the gym where I'm like, man, I don't want to be here, I'll go into YouTube, I'll watch a 5-minute clip of the movie and be like, I'm gonna fucking get some.
that is the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
You obviously have not listened to more of our shows.
You got me.
So you're watching The Punisher?
Oh yeah, it's fucking great.
Yeah, we just finished what, episode 8 or 9, I think.
I don't remember the number.
I got 2 episodes left, and I'm saving them.
Yeah, you're farther than us.
Yeah, still have no idea who the preacher guy is. Like,
No, I don't either.
I'm falling off.
Still?
I got 2 episodes left. I don't know who the fuck this guy is.
okay.
Like, my guess
Good,
is
good.
that as soon as he deals with Billy, then like he'll just pop up out of nowhere, asking for pictures,
Yeah, right.
kissing some Russian guy.
I guess I don't know,
I
but
think
No. That was the
it's the guy that it's the
that's the kid that they were wanted to groom.
grooming the president. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
But,
so like
like-
his group wants this guy to be president, but he was making out with a dude,
yeah.
and like you can't just be like, well, we accept gays now.
Well, and it's the fact that he was hiding it, and I assume if they're trying to make him a president, they're probably trying to make him a Republican president, in which gays are totally off the table.
No, that's true. Yeah.
Unless you're Mike Pence, and then you come out against gays later, then you can be vice president.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
one of
I
those
heard
things
that,
you can't unkiss the Russian guy.
I heard that Pence prayed the gay away. It was a rumor, like completely. I don't know. It was never confirmed.
I've heard that too. Yeah.
I'm pretty convinced he went to some of the gay conversion therapy because you gotta like really have been something to hate it like that. You have to. He's definitely sucked a dick. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
He's definitely sucked some
what
dick.
is the Rogan quote where he's like, there's only 2 reasons to hate like gay dudes, and that 1, you're an idiot, or 2, you secretly wonder if dicks are delicious.
Yeah, that sounds right. I'm in on all that.
What, you think dicks are delicious?
No, I think Mike Pence thinks they might be delicious.
Oh yeah, no. That,
I don't like Mike Pence at all.
He's a little too wound. He's a little wound up, too tight to not.
He's
Like he's definitely hasn't like done the thing he likes in like many years.
yeah.
Whatever it is, like
I feel like somewhere he's got like he's got like a notepad that when he's struggling or like it's just a bad day, he writes Mr. Mike Pence and his wife Paul Ryan. I think he writes that. And then like when he's really having a bad day, it's President Mike Pence and First Lady Paul Ryan.
I think it's always just Paul Ryan, or like
He's
he's like a secret hard on for like Mitch.
Let's be
McConnell
honest
or
here, he's the
something.
prettiest
Who's
dude.
gonna have a hard on for Mitch McConnell?
Apparently Mike Pence.
No.
He's an ugly man. Let's be real. He's
No.
an ugly dude.
No, everyone wants to fuck Paul Ryan, including my gay friend, which is really funny because he was like, dude, and my gay friend is left as fuck, but he's like, I really want to hate fuck Paul Ryan. And I'm like, I want you to too.
If I was gay, I think I'd go after Anthony Weiner. Plus, he's kind of a slut from what I hear.
Yeah,
Throwing out dick
that's
pics
a little
everywhere.
on the nose.
They're not dick pics everywhere, bro. That's. I mean, if I was a gay dude, that
Yeah.
seems right on the money.
Like,
right?
I not that I doubt that actually happened, but like I just delighted in the irony of like Anthony Weiner got caught sending pictures of his wiener.
Oh, there's like a whole collage I saw of like just great headlines of just people having fun with that on like real.
Wiener shows his wiener to
Yeah, it was
a
something like that.
15-year-old or
Yeah, it was
shit.
some young girl.
Yeah,
More than one, I think.
Yeah, it was a group of them, and apparently, that whole thing led to the Podesta emails.
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Like
And
Jesus,
fucking Hillary just said that she's leaving the door open for 2020.
Oh jeez.
How many more times must America reject you till you go away?
Well, she won a Senate seat once.
In New York, like they bought that. That was, of course, she was going to get that. Which, by the way, is the moment I realized I didn't like her, because I was in New York visiting my sister when she was campaigning for that Senate seat, and we happened to be at a bar, and a debate with whoever the guys that she was running against was up, and somebody asked her the question, are you just using this as a springboard to the presidency? He goes, no, I intend to only do this. This is all I want to do. I'm like, there's a better way to walk around that. I mean, like Bernie did it.
I am not taking that job in Alabama.
Read my lips. No new taxes.
Yeah. But that's when I realized I didn't like her. 'Cause I'm like, no, we all know that's what you want, and there's a better way to say that. I mean, if you want to lie to me better.
Yeah, like every time, like I would want to believe like the rhetoric and stuff that she says, and like it's like I want this to feel good, but like for some reason it feels like really greasy, and like.
Did you feel dirty when you voted for her?
I really did.
You voted for her?
Yeah.
But he voted for her, and you told me, and it made sense. But it was the SCOTUS seat.
Yeah, it came down to a Supreme Court seat, and like I felt that a lot of the things that I wanted like pushed forward, especially by SCOTUS, ended up getting blocked by like one of those like I forget like 4-3, 3-2,
Yeah.
like margins, and like it was just all the conservative seats like voting together, and so like I just wanted one thing to tip that. I would have dealt with 4 years of Hillary for that, but that it still felt gross. Like I felt like I just like called my ex for like to go like do whatever, and then like
You called your ex for a hookup?
Yeah.
You're just like, I just need to get off. That's all I need. I need this one thing.
Yeah.
Well, don't worry. In 2020, you can vote for Beto O'Rourke.
Sure.
But
I mean, like to be fair, like I've been no party affiliated my whole life, so like I actually like I switched to Democrat simply so I could like vote for Bernie in the primaries,
Yeah.
and then like every time like I've had an opportunity to like change back, like there's no point.
Yeah.
Because it's the same shit, except that you can vote in a primary.
Yeah.
In Florida.
Yeah.
So like I feel like unless a Republican candidate comes up, which might happen, like that comes up that I really really like I'm just gonna leave it. Like I'm not. I don't.
John Kasich.
Actually, I didn't mind him.
You didn't
I liked him.
Oh, you liked him? Yeah. He's fairly middle ground.
Yeah, I was gonna say 'cause
he was the only one to expand Medicare in Ohio, unlike all the other Republican governors.
And he balanced the budget in Ohio. Yay.
Yeah.
Seeing how we're $27 trillion in debt and with no end in sight.
No, I know.
That might be a priority. I think a priority we should have is balance the budget first, and then we'll figure some shit out.
My only knock on him is he still doesn't want to. He's still against legalizing weed because he thinks it's a gateway drug, and on that level, he's still 1945, so or 60 or whatever.
I heard him and Jeff Sessions hang out.
Do they?
I don't know.
no.
No, but I've heard like, it was Duncan Trussell and Joe Rogan were actually talking about this. Jeff Sessions actually one-on-one is actually a really funny, fun guy, which is really annoying because you're such a terrible person. Like, I'm pretty sure you're racist, but I just can't prove it now. You just know to be quiet about it. But it like annoys me that he's probably fun to hang out with. He looks like a Keebler elf. How's that not fun to hang out with?
Yeah, he already has points because like I want cookies.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, everyone that's listening right now, Girl Scout cookies are on sale. And I found this out this weekend at Publix, and I definitely crushed an entire box of Thin Mints last night by my fucking self.
So go to your local supermarket and get ganged up on by the Girl Scouts.
Yeah. It's
That's
like the only
phrasing.
Uh-oh.
It's like the only time of year I get cash back so I can walk outside and buy Girl Scout cookies.
I don't know. Sometimes like I'll be like, oh no, I have to go inside and get cash, and then like I'll avoid them.
My baby sister was brutal when she was selling them because my dad owns the public relations firm. So she would come in and she would sell it to everyone in the office. Like, hey, do you want cookies? No. You work for my dad, right? Yeah. You want cookies? Yeah, sure.
Shit.
Fucking brutal.
That's a good line.
Yeah, yeah. But she's really cute about it. Like, she's adorable to curl. Like, it totally works.
Aw.
adorably swinging her dick around everywhere.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Oh, my dad's your boss, right? You want Girl Scout cookies?
you don't want to get fired, right? Do you want cookies?
she'd never be that heavy-handed. But
Of course not, but that's what she's saying.
It was just a reminder that, hey, in some way, I know somebody who's above
You're like
you.
getting promoted, right?
Yeah.
That's
Can I see your paycheck? Who signs that? I know that signature. It's my
Yeah.
dad's.
He signed my field trip.
I was just thinking that. I was like, that same signature goes on my field trip forms.
Or if you're bad in school like I was, your progress reports.
So, what was the last Marvel movie you saw?
Marvel movie.
I think we got drunk and watched Infinity War for the 18th time.
Yeah. Oh, I was just gonna say the first time I saw it, or just the last one that I watched.
Just the last one you watched.
Okay. MCU or not?
MCU.
Oh, Infinity War.
Okay. You saw that? You saw the Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
We saw that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was.
That was like our first date night.
No,
Not first. The first time since I've been back here.
it was a fun movie. I feel like the whole thing was just led up to the post-credit scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, like that was as far as like the bigger story is concerned. That was the only thing that mattered. But like, it was a good movie.
It was fun.
And like, honestly, it was a good break from like how heavy Infinity War was. Like, cause like if they did something like super dramatic, I would have gotten like fatigue and I wouldn't have been able to watch this. But I really enjoyed it.
How hot was that British chick who's playing the ghost?
Oh my Jesus!
Yeah.
Like British, like
Fuck her accent.
yeah.
So there's okay. So I wake up every morning and I watch the trailer for Endgame, and for
Or after you jerk off.
after always after. But I watched the trailer for Endgame, and now I Captain Marvel, and now I started incorporated Far From Home as well.
Okay.
But the Endgame trailer has no one in it.
No, it's just
There's like 30 more characters that are supposed
They
to be. in
can't.
the
They
movie.
show you
Yeah.
anything. They've given something away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that, like
So,
you
like-
don't see who's that chick from like she's on the Netflix show like 13 Reasons Why or whatever.
I don't know. I'm saying.
I don't know, but she's
I
supposed
don't
to
have a vagina.
Yeah, she's supposed whatever. I haven't seen it either, but supposedly she's in Endgame and nobody knows who the fuck she's playing, but she's playing a redhead.
Yeah, but nobody knew who Peter Dinklage was going to be, and then they kind of just like ended up not caring.
No. I actually knew that.
I feel like he's going to be back.
I thought he was going to be what's his
You want
name?
to?
No,
The
I
Watcher?
thought he was going to be Pip the Troll.
Oh yeah.
Is that his name?
Pip. I think. Yeah.
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 Because like I knew like in the comic, like he was a big character of like stealing stuff, or he ended up with one of the gems, and
Okay. That
Yeah.
sounds familiar.
So I was reading too that Ryan Reynolds has come out and said that they're making a legit Deadpool 3 movie, and
that.
not
Heard the same.
just X-Force, but a no shit solo trilogy, like third movie.
nice.
So that'll be fun.
I wouldn't be surprised if like Disney just kept that going anyway, because like one,
As long as it's rated
making
R.
money, and so like I'm pretty sure they're like, well, if it makes dollars, it makes sense, and like it's not like they didn't like ever have rated R movies before. They just like had like a different company.
Yeah.
It was like a different sub company or whatever the word is for that.
Well, and plus two,
Like Dimension or Miramax, they all did rated R movies. They're owned by Disney, so
yeah, and Deadpool.
We don't talk about Miramax anymore because it's Harvey Weinstein.
yeah.
Yeah.
but-
Just saying.
They did movies
Kevin
that I
Smith
liked,
doesn't even
so-
like. He won't take any like money from any movie he did with Harvey anymore. He donates all that shit now.
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, it's nice that he can.
Yeah, when you're that rich, right?
Yeah, isn't that nice?
Yeah.
I do wonder, like, did you know before? Because it's kind of like Cosby's wife leaving him now. It's like, yeah, but you fucking knew. It just looks bad on you staying with him now.
I don't think he did. Like I think
I don't
like,
know,
I think
I'm just-
I feel like all he would really get is like, hey, we're making this movie and we got Selma Hayek. And then
Yeah.
that's it. Like I don't know I don't really understand how or why he would be privy to how they got. Not even say that like you know, she was one of the ones, but just throwing out a random female from the 90s. But like
That's a good one too. I really like her.
Yeah. Although I did have a horrible thought when the whole Harvey Weinstein thing was like going on. When this is all said and done, if they make a movie about his life everybody will bitch and hate it, but we'll watch it alone. And it'll probably be beat. It'd probably be smarter to just make it straight up porn. That's why. Because for as much as there was so many girls, so many women that he assaulted or terrible things he'd done, for every one of those, there's at least 10 girls who are like, yeah, I'll suck that gnarly dick. Like, yeah. And that's fucked up, but there's this kind of porn out there that's like that, where it's just...
That's how Carrie Fisher got her role in Star Wars.
Was it?
Yeah.
I thought she
who?
was like underage then.
She was.
Well, fuck it. It was the 60s.
She was banging George Lucas.
That I didn't know. I knew she.
Yeah, she fucked George Lucas for this role in the flick. She even talked about it.
Is that in the book or something?
Yeah, she banged George Lucas so that way she could get the part.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
That's funny.
and she's like super open about it. Like, yeah, I fucked George. Da 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 da. Sucked his dick. Da 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 da. That's how I got the part. And everyone's like, you were like 17. Yeah, it was Hollywood. It's cool. Like, wait, what? And nobody gave a shit. You know what I think is really funny? Okay, so everyone's all blowing up about fucking that documentary that came out on Netflix. Cause what's his face? The P guy,
R. Kelly.
R. Kelly. Everyone's like, oh my god, what are not like? Did you guys not watch the Dave Chappelle show?
Oh yeah.
Or the episode of the Boondocks. Like,
Yeah. Like this is.
We knew about this.
Yeah, we knew about this fucking 15 years ago, and I always wondered why everyone kept buying his fucking music. He fucking married Aaliyah when she was like what, like 15? Yeah. Like, what a fucking creeper.
Honestly, like I hate to use the words back then, but nobody cared. Like shit, I had the remix to Ignition on like 5 mixed CDs when I was making them on Napster. Like I didn't give a fuck. Like,
I mean,
nobody's gonna admit it now.
I mean, it's wrong to do it, but at a certain point, like, who's really getting hurt? Aaliyah's not here anymore. The Westboro Baptist Church came out when David Bowie died because he banged some 15-year-old or 16-year-old when he was like famous in like the 70s or 80s. But if you talk to that girl now, she was like, it was an amazing experience. I mean, yes, she was underage, but he was like, I lost my virginity to David Bowie. How could I do any better than that? Like, she's proud of it. So
Yeah.
can we really give him shit? And it doesn't matter because he's dead. Like, and maybe it does. I don't know, but
I heard he also hooked up with Mick Jagger.
R. Kelly.
who peed on who?
God damn it. David Bowie, man.
Oh well, fuck. You guys keep switching the subjects. It's hard to keep up.
That would be pretty funny.
I don't want to see that though.
I don't think Mick Jagger was
Why? Do
Doors.
you want to see Mick Jagger or
But
David
he's-
Bowie? Is that any better?
But Jagger's been around for so long and done so many drugs. I'm sure he's fucked a lot of guys he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Probably. He's still gonna outlive us all.
Yeah, I know.
See, I feel
Those
like
Brits don't die, dude.
I feel like I don't know, like David Bowie and Mick Jagger banging dudes and doing coke and blow. I feel like that's like a experience. Like
I also
that's
don't
their
understand
thing.
why we're talking.
I feel like R. Kelly pissing on chicks and banging underage girls is just creeper. I don't know why. I feel it's probably double
It's because
standard.
you're biased and
Well,
like you don't want like, and you're not wrong for this, but you don't want like bad things to happen to girls because like you think that like
I mean, also okay. So also too though, David Bowie, Mick Jagger, from what I understand, are not banging a bunch of underage people. Like they're not running around looking for underage people. You know, like
it's like
R. Kelly specifically
for,
sought
like,
out
all
underage
the
women.
allegations that Michael Jackson had. Like people were still taking their kids to his house. like I said, it was a different time, and nobody gave a shit back then. And like, the only things like I'm super surprised about are the people who like lived back then and did that stuff and didn't care then, and are coming out now and be like, "Oh, what happened? I didn't know." Like, no, you're fucking lying, and like just admit like everybody else that you didn't care, and you know maybe you matured a little bit, and that's okay too.
R. Kelly hasn't though.
Well, I don't think he's like wanted to.
Probably not. I think he likes pissing on people.
Yeah.
Hey, if that's your thing, do your thing. Like, if she didn't want to get pissed on, she should get out of the way.
I'm pretty sure that's why Aaliyah got the annulment, man.
Maybe, I don't know. I couldn't tell you.
I wouldn't be surprised if like the relationship was like going great till that point. Hey, can I pee on you? I gotta go. I gotta call my lawyer.
Mom,
Can you pick me up at this guy's house?
He said he wanted to pee on me. You let her.
I can see the conversation right now. No, it's cool. I asked your mom. She said it was okay.
Oh, God.
She signed this field trip form.
You see this marriage license? Parental consent. You got no choice.
It was such a shit movie, but how hot was she in Queen of the Damned?
Oh,
yeah.
my God.
And again, one of the shitty movies with a great soundtrack.
That was a fucking great soundtrack.
It was.
And it was, and it was a shitty movie because it's supposed to be like part of the Lestat series or whatever with like Interview with the
Anne
Vampire.
Rice.
Yeah.
And the book's great. I've read most of the books.
I think that movie was disappointing. Someone should remake those. Someone should do that. That is a series of movies and redo all of them like with character continuity and.
You mean like actually make a good movie?
Yes.
I mean, they nailed it with Interview.
Yes.
That was actually so good that Anne Rice, and part of the reason that movie was so good is because she actually wrote the book and she wrote the screenplay. Instead of just getting some no-name nobody to rewrite it, to adapt it for a movie, they just asked her, I'm like, well, you watch movies, right? You write, you wrote the book. Do you want to write these screenplays? She goes, yeah. Then they hired Tom Cruise and she got pissed. She's like, really? The guy from Cocktails? Really? And then she saw the movie and she took out like a full-page ad in the paper like, I am so sorry. You were fucking great. I am so sorry that I talk shit about you.
Oh, he was great in that movie.
But then they approached her for Queen of the Damned, and I think to do the screenplay, she's like, no, because they had like none of the same people, totally different thing. She's like, no, I'm not touching that. I can smell shit from here.
Yeah, good for her. I wonder how much money she walked away from for that.
Oh, she's doing fine.
Whatever, man. I'm a capitalist. I'd have done it.
Fuck it.
Yeah, right?
No,
Everybody's got a price, right?
I really want them to start making like fun movies again. Like, okay, so when you guys got here, I was watching Mars Attacks.
Oh,
Anybody remember that?
awesomely bad movie.
Awesomely bad movie. Like,
all I remember about that movie is that I loved it. I wasn't gonna do that, but
you're welcome.
the aliens.
There's so many fucking people in that movie.
Yeah.
So
Everybody's in that.
Jack Black is in that fucking movie.
I know he was skinny, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. He was skinny and fit. He played a soldier, and nobody
That doesn't make any sense.
well, he dies.
You mean Nacho Libre?
Yeah, Nacho Libre.
Soldier?
Yeah, he was fit and a soldier.
Oh my Jesus!
Yeah, right. Natalie Portman's in that. Glenn Close. Pierce Brosnan. Sarah Jessica Parker.
They put her head in a dog, right?
Yeah, they put her head on a dog and
I
shit.
was gonna say, like honestly, like, does anybody really care that Sarah Jessica Parker's in anything? I don't understand why you list those names,
But we know who she is.
Yeah, I get it, but like I never watched Sex and the City, so like
Whenever I see Hilary Duff, I always laugh and think of Mars Attacks because this is like 10 years ago, and I guess celebrities go through phases where they get new teeth and they lose weight. And she was on like I think Leno or something, and she was super skinny, and she had these veneers that were way too big. So I swear to God, she looked just like one of the fucking aliens. And so I was watching with a friend, and I paused it right when she laughs and she's smiling, and we just sat there giggling for half an hour, like, meh, 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 meh. And I think somebody told her that because immediately she gained a little more weight and like filed down the teeth a bit and didn't look as creepy.
filed down the teeth. Like,
Yeah, she had these huge horse teeth.
I want
You
to
got
make
braces?
No. She had the veneers, the porcelain veneers that were huge.
How many movies like that does Hollywood make anymore? So we had I can think of a couple like Snakes on a Plane, and
Or just for fun.
and Sharknado.
Yeah, but then like after
were
the first Sharknado, like they just got ridiculous. Like I kept watching them because I love like movies that are so bad they're fun.
Yeah,
But like it would just like
where nothing takes itself too
yeah.
serious.
Well, like, even more than that, that was only fun to make fun of.
Yeah.
Like the best. That was like one of my favorite riff tracks. Do you ever go see those?
Yeah.
Where, like the dudes from MST3K would like watch a regular movie and just like give it that whole treatment.
Yeah.
Like I watched two of them. It was that one and Starship Troopers. And,
Oh my
like,
God.
that one. Those were the.
Starship Troopers is so fucking good.
It was so good, but but that was different though because that movie took itself seriously. Like they were trying to make a good
Yeah.
movie, but they made a horribly bad movie, and it was so bad it was good. Like, would you like to know more?
Wait, this movie was an entire fucking basically just a commercial for the armed forces? Christ.
No, that's totally not. No, nobody's gonna get that. I mean, like,
That's what I thought because it ends that way with "Do you want to know more?" It's like, no, I just watch everybody fucking die. No, I don't.
yeah.
Yeah, I tried to watch the
Join the
sequels.
mobile infantry.
I tried to watch the sequels to those.
I only recently found out that there were sequels. To
There's like 4 or 5 of them,
Jesus Christ.
and they are fuck, man. It's the budget on those things. Holy shit! It's like they made them in a high school drama room. Like fuck,
Yeah,
they're bad. They're fucking bad.
But the first one had some people in there that like you don't remember that they're in it till you watch it again. They had Hank from Breaking Bad, which is hysterical because during the riff tracks, he's like some drill sergeant or something, and he's yelling at somebody, and then there's a pause, and he goes, "What are you trying to do, soldier? Break Bad?" Just
Oh yeah, that was a running thing. Because like he would like gripe about something that like, yeah, that really breaks my bad.
yeah. And then I had the big tall guy who was he was in Shawshank Redemption. He always plays like he was in Punisher. He's the guy that has no arm, who's the CEO in the first season.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
That guy, or no, in Daredevil.
Okay, yeah.
That guy is also like the main drill instructor who nails Gary Busey's son's hand to the wall.
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
knife. Same guy.
Okay.
Oh yeah. He's like, I never noticed.
He always plays that like just big asshole guy.
Yeah, like Krebs will like point stuff out like that and be like, hey, you know where I saw that from? I'm
Yeah.
like, you mean House?
Because we watched like a bunch of shows where they clearly had the same casting director because they just kept seeing people from House that were also on this. So now whenever I say that, he goes, House? I'm like, no. But yeah.
I would say
One
like
episode.
6 times out of 10, I'm right.
Yes, they were on House.
Yeah.
Well, House was a great show, and they had what, like 8 or 9 seasons?
8.
Eight seasons.
How many episodes? I bet you he knows.
No, because
He's lying.
it's like 20 something, 23, 24 per season. But season 4, it was during the writer's strike of 08. So it was only like, I think like 12
Carries
episodes.
2 and-
Yeah, I'm not adding that up, but
That's a lot of episodes.
yeah.
And then there was that whole like towards the end there was that whole season where they had like 60 doctors.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there were tryouts.
I never got that far.
Oh, yeah, that was season 4.
Yeah. So yeah, there was plenty of opportunity for other
I was gonna say,
characters and
I
shit.
got through 2 seasons and they were really good, but then like I just stopped watching TV, and like I never got back into it. I think they're all on Amazon now, and
Yeah.
like, eventually I'll watch it.
House
Like,
is really good, actually.
No, it was. And
I finished
like
House.
I said, I enjoyed it, but like the thing is like I'm sure you understand this with Pumping Iron.
He gets
but, like,
he ends up with Cuddy.
I did it for you.
All right, we're back.
We've been waiting for
We-
a shit show,
we-
but I haven't got one yet.
We had to take a break because I think Munky got upset about my House spoiler.
Yeah, dude, what the fuck? I said I was gonna watch it eventually, and then you just go throw out the whatever
Well,
happens.
I was trying to help you out so that way
Oh,
you
just
don't have
make
to watch it.
conversation. Yeah, no, whatever, dude. Now I
Shit's
have
been
to
out for
watch
like
it.
10 years.
No, fuck you.
They don't actually get together.
No, you're lying.
They just hook up and he gets her fired.
Oh, whatever, dude. I'm not gonna listen to any more of your propaganda.
He's not totally wrong, but he might be lying
Shut
to
up,
you.
you.
He might be lying to you.
That's all I need.
Have you seen Aquaman yet?
No,
Me neither.
no.
Yeah, me either.
haven't
I mean,
either.
like,
Yeah.
I wanted to, and like, I was on board with the hype, but then like, I remembered that I was on board with the hype for Batman and Superman too. So, I'm not gonna pay to get disappointed like that again. I'm just gonna wait till it comes on HBO and like it if I like it. But I still haven't gotten through Justice League.
Really?
We've tried so many times. He can't finish it. He falls asleep.
It's
I
terrible.
either fall asleep or get up and do something else.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah, it is god awful.
It is completely disappointing in every way, shape, or form. Like, and I want it to be good.
I really do too.
I want it to be so good. And
And the Flash is like,
He might be okay, but he was just kind of
no,
pointless.
it's not.
He's just kind of pointless. Like, hey, we need you to do a thing to bring Superman back. That's about all we need you for. Because you don't fight because you're still a pussy at this point. He literally just says, I just run and push people.
yeah.
And you have Batman who has to like encourage you, save one person. No, that's not Batman. Batman would just shoot you in the leg or like break your leg and just keep you out of the fight, just so he doesn't have to like worry about you. He doesn't give you pep talks during a fight. He's not your coach.
It's. We've talked about this 100 times.
Okay, I won't beat that horse then.
Just as we all want it to be good, and they just don't know what the fuck they're doing with it.
All they know is they want to not do it like Marvel, even though
Marvel has a fucking winning formula.
yeah,
And they try to copy it because Justice League was basically Avengers because you got this thing that's on Earth that the dude's trying to find. They're bringing the team together. There's kind of a tragedy from the last one, but this dude comes back. Like it's
but they already used the we need to fight the Pillar of Light in the middle of the city thing with Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So like they couldn't do that again. So like we had to try to figure something else out. But then even then, those stupid boxes were basically the same thing. And,
yeah, mother boxes. Which that's not even. That's
You
not
mean
even,
Infinity Stones?
Yeah.
except like we're just gonna put them all on Earth.
We're gonna do
because
it.
Fuck you. That's why.
We're gonna do it all in one movie.
Yeah.
And that's not even what mother boxes do. Actually, that's the whole point. Is they don't really do. They're not anything specific. They just have all information and they can do anything. But you don't join them together. It's
Well, if they can do anything, they can do that.
yeah, but it's stupid. It's still stupid.
I'm just saying.
And you totally wasted the voice acting of the dude who plays the King Beyond the North.
Oh yeah.
That guy, I forgot his name, but he does the voice acting for fuck, what's his name? I can't even remember the bad guy's name from
Steppenwolf.
Steppenwolf. There we go.
Because I always remember, like, whenever I see him, like, on screen, like, Magic Carpet Ride gets stuck in my head. And I'm like, I like to.
Now that's in
And,
my
like,
head.
It totally ruins the whole scene for me. 'Cause-
Oh, so since you've been here, you can see we have updated quite a bit,
I
huh?
see you've decorated a bit.
We've decorated.
Yeah.
We got some new microphone
I'm getting
stands.
stared down by two white people at the same time.
Yeah.
Oh, Dale Earnhardt.
Yeah, Dale Earnhardt and our commander-in-chief. like, I'm not sure if I did anything wrong, but, I
No, he's smiling.
maybe I'm just paranoid, but like I feel like they're both like just looking at me. Like I already know that Trump wants to throw me over the wall, but like you too, Dale. Come on. Like I know I didn't like NASCAR, but fuck.
Dale doesn't like walls though.
No, he does not.
No, oh,
Oh, too soon.
you know how long he's been dead? I don't. A while.
You know what I did with the Dale Earnhardt cutout? So I bring it home
okay.
and I throw it in the shower, right? And I close the shower curtain. So then I sit on the couch and wait for Amy to get home. So as soon as she gets home, I was like, "Hey, what happened in the shower?" And she's like, "What are you talking about?" I was like, "There's this weird red stain like on the tile, like inside the shower. I couldn't get it up. It's weird. I don't know where the hell it came from." She's like, "What the fuck?" She had just cleaned the shit out of the bathroom, like cleaned out the drain, bleached everything. I was like, "Yeah, I don't know what the fuck it is."
God bless Amy.
Yeah, right. So she walks in there, opens it up, and then I hear her scream, and then I hear asshole.
And then for a while, it still kept going because he had it behind you, Monkey.
Yeah.
He had it behind you. So when the door was open, she'd walk by and see like someone staring at her. And every time you go, "Ah, god damn it!"
Yeah. No, it's the sunglasses. Like it really like you just imagine where his eyes are looking, and like no matter what, like your imagination is telling you they're looking at you.
You gotta get closer to the mic, man.
Oh, sorry.
Get closer to the mic.
You
Don't
pull-
be afraid of it. You can pull it. Look, these are boom stands, bro. You can pull them to you. It's not like before where we had the little thing on the table, like, and you had to get close to it. No, you can get comfortable and pull this
look at
bitch to you. Yeah, there you go. Told you, man. We upgraded a little bit,
See that, dude? That's some fancy shit.
right?
Like even Trumpy Bears, Mike. Look at that.
Yeah. Oh, so have you been watching the Heat this season?
I haven't, but I wanted to ask Trumpy Bear if. Nah, I forgot. Fuck you.
Trumpy Bear wants to build a wall.
Yeah, fuck that wall.
Actually, he doesn't want to build a wall. He wants to restore the Rio Grande to a raging river. Covers
Yeah.
2/3 of the
You
border.
think that's gonna stop anything?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No, that's what we do. We trench out the Rio Grande, make it like a mile wide,
Okay.
connect it to the Colorado River. Then we make the water run backwards, right? Now, ready for this? Then we use the fresh water from that for California's salinization problem. And then you put some ill-tempered sea bass in that bitch.
You sound like the.
Freaking laser beams in their heads.
This sounds like a mixture of Dr. Evil and what's the bad guy from Die Hard? Hans
Gruber.
Hans
Hans
Gruber?
Gruber?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, restore the Rio Grande, bro.
All right, Hans Evil.
Look, I'm just saying, we restore the Rio Grande. We don't need as much of a border wall.
No.
And if you make it, dude, props to you.
Well, it doesn't matter anyway because he really, really wants that wall. So it's all or nothing.
I don't know. He just caved on it, right?
Yeah, he just caved on it.
No. He, according to him, he stopped the government shutdown. And that's it.
For like 3 weeks.
No, that's irrelevant details. He has the best answers, and the best people are going to negotiate building the wall.
So this is my thought on the wall. The wall is a dumb idea. God, it's dumb.
It just makes white people feel better.
Okay, so I feel like a chain link fence would do just fine.
They already have a fence.
Not over the whole thing.
Not over the whole thing, but
Because
like,
I've definitely crossed the border between Mexico coming back to America.
yeah, but nobody cares when you do it.
I've definitely done that.
Yeah, but like,
And there was no fucking fence.
Yeah.
We literally just there wasn't even a stream or anything. We just walked across an imaginary
I
line.
have a series of logistical questions about like building that entire wall. Like, first of all, like if you've ever been in South Texas, like it's private land up until like the actual border.
Yeah.
And like I know you can just claim eminent domain, but
Manifest destiny, bro.
Yeah.
Manifest destiny.
Like you're gonna tell a bunch of Texans that like we're taking your land because the government needs it more than you do, and fuck you, even though you voted for me.
No. We're gonna put it on Mexico's side.
Yeah, we're taking part of your land, and then we're gonna give whatever. Like we're gonna build a wall, and then whatever is on the other side of the wall, we're just gonna give to Mexico. We're giving Mexico your land.
No, we're gonna put the wall on Mexico's land.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. That's how we're doing it. That's my answer to your logistical question.
Okay. And
Next question.
Next question. There's a series of deserts, like on that borderline, and the terrain is pretty shitty.
Yes.
And like how are you gonna what are you gonna build new infrastructure just to get like water and like things, or are you gonna truck it the entire way and just have to pay more because like apparently it's gonna get done in like less than $4 billion.
Yeah, man.
And so, like, are you gonna like build an entire infrastructure in order to get water and fuel?
Well, see, first
to
we're
those
gonna
areas to get it done.
First, we're gonna restore the Rio Grande.
No. Obviously, you don't have the best answers, or else you would already be working for Trump.
Exactly.
So like, are they gonna, or are they just gonna truck it through the desert? And even then, you still have to build roads to make the trucks go to the desert. It's not like you're putting them on fucking like Humvees and shit. Even like they can't run on the sand either. But
Tanks, bro.
Oh,
Tanks.
Yeah. We're gonna requisition all the tanks.
I think along the entire border, it should be one long Ninja Warrior obstacle. So if you make it, you win, and you get to stay.
If you can do the salmon ladder, then.
But cameras everywhere, and we sell that because America loves being entertained, especially by immigrants.
Then we use the profits for a wall.
Yeah.
Oh god.
I love how Trump just like throws out ideas just to see how people react and see if they stick. He's like, yeah, well, we might put solar panels on it. Why not? I mean, is it going to happen? No, but it's kind of fun to hear him say it. Like, oh, did you come up with that? No, you didn't. Somebody yelled that in a rally, and you just liked it, and you ran with it.
Part of the deal, bro.
Part of the deal, bro.
Part of the deal. That's a great idea, man. We'll make a wall of solar panels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be the world's longest power plant.
Okay. Yeah, like
Hashtag restore the Rio Grande.
No. The coal miners will never have that.
Well, no. See, we're gonna shut down the coal mines, and that way they can go work on the wall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, like Trump's gonna do that.
That really sounds like something he would do.
Maybe I'm mistaken.
I don't know if he'd ask them because once he got their vote, I don't think he cares anymore.
He's gonna want their vote one more time. He's gonna do that second term, not this term.
You know what?
If there is a second term, fingers crossed.
You know, everyone thinks Trump is wild. Imagine how wild he will be in a second term.
Yeah, when
he
has to give a
knows
fuck
he's-
about
yeah.
a re-election.
Yeah. Imagine how wild it will be. Like, I almost want to vote for him just to see it.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Look.
And I've known you for a long time.
Look, from where I'm sitting, bro, as a nation, we're $27 trillion in debt. The dollar bill is on the verge of collapse. We really have nothing going for us other than military strength. Like,
I stopped listening to you
What?
after from where I'm sitting.
what worse could go wrong? What worse could happen?
Yeah, you keep
What worse could there be, really?
America,
it's
the
like
final season.
There are holes in the boat, but like, how worse could it be if we capsized? Like just where else could it go?
Well, we don't just have holes in the boat. Like, so the interest we're going to be paying on our debt alone is going to be bigger than our military budget by the end of this year.
Yeah, the military budget's like the biggest part of the budget.
No, it's not. It's not actually.
All right.
The number one part of the budget is mandatory spending. Mandatory spending, for those that don't know, is everything like welfare,
Medicaid, Medicare.
Medicare.
Yeah, but that's like you combining all of it together.
Because it's mandatory spending.
Yeah, of course, but like
that is the number one. The welfare state is the number one expenditure of the federal government by billions and billions of dollars. The military budget is like a quarter of what we spend on mandatory spending.
okay.
Which
I'm not gonna.
Here's the weirdest fucking thing I saw. So, fuck's her name? AOC.
yeah, that chick.
Cortez. She wants a 70% tax on the rich. Here's the weirdest thing I fucking found out last night on Real Time with Bill Maher. Ann Coulter wants it too. We live in a fucking weird ass world where Ann Coulter and AOC agree on the same thing. It's really fucking weird.
You know, a couple years ago, they raised the tax rates on the rich in France.
Did they?
Yeah.
How'd that go?
They all fucking left France.
Oh, and Elizabeth Warren wants more. She wants a wealth tax. She wants to tax the money that you have in your nest egg too. Well, on the ultra rich. But technically, that was already that was already taxed. That's how they got it. So it's kind of they're probably going to leave. I don't know where the rich will go. Ben Stein, the guy from Ben Stein's Money.
Ben Stein's Money.
He is
Bueller. Bueller.
He's
For dry eyes.
Oh, God.
He's strong.
Wow.
He's drawing comparisons from AOC to Hitler because she's promising a lot of things that Hitler also promised. And he's like, I'm honestly afraid that in 10 years from now, we're going to be dragging the rich out and just shooting them. I'm like, I don't know.
Way to go straight to Godwin's law, dude.
No, this is what...
I didn't say it. Ben Stein did. But
Exactly.
I'm just gonna bring it up.
Exactly. I'm just happy he's alive. I thought he died.
Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Do you guys ever watch when Ben Stein's Money?
Hell
It's
yeah.
fucking
It was great.
hysterical.
It was great.
I found old episodes on YouTube, and that's why Jimmy Kimmel got so fucking famous, because none of that that's just him riffing. I don't know what happened to him now, where he cries about a lion and his son all the time, but he used to be half the guys on the Man Show. He used to have, what are they called?
The Man Show was good.
Yeah, he used to have balls.
Much
There we
as
go.
as much as I love Joe Rogan, it was terrible when he was on it.
Oh yeah, that wasn't.
Yeah,
They
that
just
was-
wanted,
I know it wasn't his fault.
they wanted to keep it
was
going.
different writers and stuff, but
It's really rare when a show gets somebody to replace it, replace a host, and it does
I was
well.
just talking about this. Do you remember back in the day when the Daily Show was fucking awesome?
Yeah, it was. You know why it was called The Daily Show? It was John Daly. Was the host's name. That was the guy's name, John Daly.
Wait, what?
The Daily Show. The
No.
original host for The Daily Show was a man named John Daly. It was a white dude, super tall, blonde hair. His name
That's
was-
not. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. How much you want to bet? John Daly. It was not Jon Stewart.
No, it wasn't.
Jon Stewart took over, but the guy's
No,
name was
it's
John
not.
Daly.
No.
It was John Daly.
No, it's not. It's a big, tall, blonde guy, but I forgot his name. He was in
John Daly.
He was in Old School with Will Ferrell.
John Daly.
It's not John Daly. No,
It was
it's
John
not.
Don-
No, it's not.
That was like his stage name thing.
It's Craig something. Craig Kilborn. Craig Kilborn was the original host of the Daily Show. I know.
Craig
I watched
Kilborn.
it. I watched this shit
pretty sure
because
he-
I was one of the only
he's
people
the-
who was sad.
Google's pretty sure that the first host is Craig Kilborn.
No, it's
I hate
not.
you,
Suck a
whatever.
dick.
It's
Whatever.
not.
I was upset that that
I
blonde
love-
guy left.
I
'Cause I like the
I
better.
fucking loved
They
him.
weren't political. They did,
Oh yeah.
and they did stupid stories in the Midwest about
And he had
farmers.
5 questions. He would ask 5
Yeah.
ridiculous questions to every celebrity. It was great. And he would end every episode the same way, almost every episode the same way. He'd go, "All right, in all seriousness, it's time to dance, dance, dance." And he would look at a different camera every time and get up and just fucking dance. This 6'8" mammoth of a man is just dancing. And I still remember the last episode that he did. He goes, "Guys, I'm out. I'm taking a different show. But never forget to dance, dance, dance." And he's dancing, and then they cut to him dancing all by himself. They've cleared out the entire room. There's nobody there. Craig Kilborn was awesome.
I was a little worried when Jon Stewart took over that show that it was going to suck.
I knew of him. I felt the same way about him that I did with Trevor Noah, except for Trevor Noah has yet to come through for me.
Yeah, I don't like Trevor Noah. I don't know.
haven't really watched it.
I tried, but it's so. He lost me during the election when, before Trump got elected, he was like, listen, everybody, he was playing to the fear. He was like, listen, everybody, you need to come out and vote. People on his side, they come out and they vote. I come from South Africa. I've seen stuff like this before. If you get a man like Trump in the office, you'll never get him out. I'm like, really? Do you know how our system works? I know you're not from this country and all, but no, that's not happening.
Well, everybody said that about Obama too. The fucking right was fucking ranting, raving. He's gonna try staying forever. Like,
I have friends who said that. I'm like, are you kidding? He's now parasailing with Richard Branson. He doesn't give a shit anymore. Like, he's having a great time. He got, what was it, $20 million for his story. His wife got $20 million to write her story. No, they're pretty happy. They're pretty happy to be out. I'm sure every morning, him and fucking John Boehner call each other and just sing the song they wrote called "It's Not My Fucking Problem Anymore." Like, no, they're happy to get out. Trump's not staying in any longer than he's obligated to.
I'm curious. You know what? I wouldn't be half surprised if he didn't run again.
I honestly think he doesn't know yet. I think because he registered as a candidate immediately, because when you do that, there's certain rules and ways that people have to engage you. So he did that as a strategy move. But I honestly don't think he even knows at this point. I think he's really just gonna kind of see where it goes, like how he got elected. He was like, "Fuck it, let's just see what happens."
I think it would be hilarious if he creates all the hype and it's like, "Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Fuck this."
I mean, it's not going to be fun for him because it's probably going to swing back to the left.
I feel like he hates it. I really think that he just doesn't want to do it. But it could be wishful thinking. But I secretly wonder if anybody once they only crazy people really want to be the president. But I secretly wonder once they start doing it. Because, it sounds like this, prestigious thing, oh, I'm the fucking president. But, once you get to doing it, then, and you essentially see how the sausage is made, then, who, really wants to keep doing it? I mean, I get, I feel even, Obama and Bush and, maybe even Clinton were, they did the second term because they had to. And maybe the party was like, "Hey, I'll suck your dick," but
okay. Bush was going for a second term because he wanted that shit.
He needed to legitimize his first term because he didn't win the popular vote either.
Yeah,
and that mattered to him.
Yeah, and I don't know about Obama. I felt like he wanted it. He definitely
maybe he did. But it's their job to tell you that they wanted it. Because,
well, if they didn't, they sold the idea that they did.
Exactly. And that's what they're supposed to do in order to get elected. And they did get elected. So, obviously it worked. But I'm just saying, I wonder, how much they really did. I bet you, every single one of them needed convincing. Because, I just imagine that job sucks.
But it's not killing Trump the same way. He looks exactly the same. He's not aging at all.
I don't think he's gonna age, because I always wondered if he's made out of wax.
I saw a picture somebody modified of him this morning. I shared it on Facebook.
Oh, I saw that.
So
he was
good.
bald.
He's bald with a beard.
Where he grew a little beard.
It looks fucking badass, man.
What's his name?
Man.
The bad guy in the first Iron Man movie.
Oh, Obadiah Stane.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looked like that.
Yeah, I saw that. I'm like, shit, man, do that. Rock that for your last 4 years. That'd be awesome.
Right? That'd be the shit.
I don't know. I doubt that he can actually grow that beard.
I have no idea.
I don't know.
No, I doubt it.
I've never seen it.
Even if he could ever, he's fucking staring at me still.
That's why he put him there.
No.
It's unnerving.
No.
He would destroy you in a debate. I'm just saying.
No, but I think that he just fried all of his hair follicles with all the fake tanning, and when he made himself permanently orange, and he probably can't even grow new head hair. He just figured out a way to
Well, no, it's a toupee, bro. Obviously,
well,
it's fake. He's wearing a wig.
Yeah.
Whatever.
No, he's got enough money to have some kind of high tech wig that actually is part of his head now. or something.
He has enough money.
Go Gadget hair.
Yeah.
He has enough money to like create clones of himself just as a hair farm.
Yeah, and that's why like I really like I don't buy it when I mean I buy it like, it happened, but like I'm not impressed that like he's like, oh, I'm giving my whole salary away to some random charity every year.
No,
It's like,
no,
well,
no. He gave it at the park reserve, and it had one of the greatest pictures ever because he slashed their budget, and then he asked people, so what do you want to go? So people voted, and so they gave his paycheck to the park reserve, and the head of it, I don't remember his name, but this is a black guy. They're handing him this check. This check is like a tiny percentage of what they actually get, or were getting.
Yeah, they like cut
yearly.
like a few million, and like he
Yeah.
gave them like 100,000.
but the picture's great. So like they're handing it to him, and the dude's just like, I don't give a shit. He just has this like pissed off look. I'm here. Yeah, it's fucking great. He's just like staring at the camera, like, what the fuck am I doing here? This budget, like, yeah, it's not really gonna help. I forgot the guy's name.
It'll pay for a ranger's salary for a year.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 if you cut their budget.
You mean their pay?
See,
Yeah.
part of the deal, bro.
Part of the deal. See, this is why are you not in government? See, another couple drinks, you'll be screaming, "Build a wall."
Oh no.
Are we gonna do a shutdown?
Again?
Oh, are we doing like?
You want to do a shutdown?
Okay.
What does that mean?
Oh no, I'm supposed to bluff. Yeah, we can do a shutdown. I don't even care.
There you go.
Part of the deal, bro.
Part of the deal. So yeah, shutdown's over. That's the
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happened.
Who cares? Like for how long and like how? But it's over.
Now I regret it. Okay, so
We'll care in 3 weeks. But
me and the wife are going on vacation. The end of February.
Oh, you tell me about this.
Yeah. So
This is a fun story.
We picked dates, right? And she's like, I got these days off from work, and I'm like, sweet, I'll take those days too. Let's go somewhere. Where do you want to go? And she's like, oh, I don't know. Let's go somewhere random as hell. Like, let's go look wherever the cheapest flights are. Let's go somewhere like whatever. All right, fuck it. Let's go.
we're going to Iowa.
Yeah, right.
Des Moines not bad. I've been there.
Yeah. So we start checking out cheap flights. So we found flights to DC for both of us round trip for like $200.
Oh shit.
Yeah, right? And I was like, oh shit, that's cheap as fuck for DC. Let's like, and I've been to DC, but she hasn't. I've been there a couple times. I was like, let's do this. Like $200 is not bad. So then I started looking at hotels. Everything's super fucking cheap. I'm like,
Oh yeah, and then like all the museums and stuff are free. And
whoa. Okay, so we're getting there.
I didn't mean to jump ahead. I tend
We're
to do
getting
that.
there. So I found a hotel inside the Beltway, like in the city. It was like $140 a night. It was like a 3-star hotel, so it wasn't going to be a bad place to stay or whatever. Like, and it had a little kitchenette deal. I was like, oh, nice. This is going to be great, right?
Because you're gonna make her cook on vacation.
Well, I want to eat
Fuck
every
with you.
fucking meal out. But yeah. So then she's like, yeah, let's book this shit right now. And I'm like, hold up. Wait.
There's a reason.
There's a reason this shit is so cheap right now. I was like, I remember the last time I went to DC, we wound up staying in Annapolis because the hotels in DC, the cheapest one we found was like $300-400 a night. And that was probably close to 10 years ago. I was like, there's got to be a fucking reason for this. And then it dawned on me, oh yeah, the fucking government shut down. So then I start looking, all the fucking museums that are free are fucking closed.
Oh,
Yeah.
The fucking National Zoo, all that shit closed. And I told her that, and she goes, all right, we're not going to DC.
Iowa it is. But apparently, Krebs gives Des Moines like at least 3 stars.
Yeah.
I did. Because it's like it's really nice. Fong's Pizza is fucking amazing.
Would you go there if you were brown?
Yeah, just to Des Moines though. I wouldn't go further outside of there. Because it's dude. Iowa is so fucking white. It's like, all right. So it's Iowa. Like their slogan should be Iowa. If the rest of the Midwest isn't white enough for you, come on over here.
But yeah, we found flights to, it was New Orleans, $7-8 round trip a person.
Oh wow.
Yeah, right? We wound up not going there. We're going to Savannah.
Oh, Savannah's cool.
Check out Georgia.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
I
gonna be
mean,
cold.
like you're going like 2 completely different scenes when you're comparing New Orleans
Yeah.
to Savannah, but
We almost did Atlanta, but
Atlanta's cool.
I like Atlanta.
Actually, I want to go to Atlanta. Maybe like I think like either this month or either February or March. But like, Run the Jewels is opening for the Foo Fighters.
Yes.
Oh, I want to see that.
Did you listen to the Killer Mike Joe Rogan podcast?
Oh, it was great.
We all did, yeah.
Have you seen his the Netflix show?
I haven't seen it. I saw it on there. I haven't watched it yet.
Oh, it's fucking great.
He's
Yeah. But yeah, Run the Jewels and Foo Fighters. I really want to go. You know, if anybody wants to, you know, get with Matt. He'll tell me.
You know what's funny? Okay, so I got the new car, right?
Yeah.
And it's got a badass sound system in it. And so, of course, the first couple bands I played in there, Lamb of God, Pantera, Protest the Hero. And I was like, man, I really need to see how the bass on this thing kicks. Like, I need to play some fucking rap in here. And I'm like, man, what should I play? I was like...
Before you even finish, usually my speaker test track is the first track from the Outkast album where there was the 2 CDs. Where like
Stankonia?
No, not Stankonia. The Speaker Box and the Love Below.
Okay.
The very first track on that is just called Speaker Box.
Yeah.
And it's just like a whole bunch of bass for like
808.
a minute and a half.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so like and yeah, that's when you want to like see what your bass does, that's the track you play.
Well, yeah, I wound up going with... I wound up playing Run the Jewels from Run the Jewels 1.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You just let that go.
Yeah, I just put it on play on the iPod and
Nice.
drove around till I needed gas.
Really fast.
I was talking
That
to
was like the first thing I did. Like when I got the Camaro, is like I put on.
Went and got gas.
Well, that, no, I made up like a playlist of like rap music, and I just drove until I got tired of it, and I came home. Ended up like West Palm or something.
I was talking to Munky about this after we'd both heard the Run the Jewels album. I don't know why, but it almost annoys me that Killer Mike's that smart. I can't figure out why. It's not a race thing. I have plenty of people, you know, that are black that are smart, but it's like it's something about him. It's like, damn, how'd you get that smart? Because he talks, he seems like a normal guy, and then he'll bust out something fucking deep. I'm like, hold on, I didn't see it coming. Like I didn't even realize.
I was not prepared for that.
I didn't realize you were gonna have that in your head. Like that's, who was it? That's also worried about AI.
Oh yeah, no,
That one line
yeah.
where
he goes. Joe Rogan tells him, what's his name?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk. He's worried about like the AI is just gonna get smarter than us, and go crazy too. And then like Killer Mike looks at him and is like, yeah, Lil Duval says that too.
Some other fucking rappers worry about the same thing, and then he played a song for me from him. I'm like, oh, this is good. And this guy worries about AI. Okay,
I'm in.
yeah.
I just don't like. I love Killer Mike's music. I just do not like his whole. He's real big on the socialist network thing. I'm out.
What do you mean?
Because he's all about Bernie Sanders and.
But he's also so pro-gun.
No, I know he is. It's great that I agree with him on that. But he's also about huge tax rates, and you know, he talks about how he doesn't want people to suffer and this and that, and he wants to subsidize housing and like okay, like you know what I was thinking about it today. Like if we could eliminate all our taxes, right? Right? Get rid of all the fucking mandatory spending programs.
This isn't any different from anything you've said for like the last 10 years.
I know.
And
So if you're just gonna do
spoiler,
that-
he's
Wait.
gonna say it again next time.
Wait.
All right,
So,
but hit me with it. Go ahead.
this is what we could do.
All
So
right.
we could set up.
I'm interested. I swear.
Let's set up a federal GoFundMe, right? And if
And
you want
raise
to
$9 trillion so we can pay our debt.
If you want to contribute to these programs, you contribute as much as you want, and stop forcing people to contribute. So then you don't take it from them through taxes. So we can still operate these programs, but it works on the what do you call it? Like I guess the goodwill of people, and see how it goes.
And actually,
Versus forcing them to
I
versus
have no faith in the goodwill of people.
I have no faith in the goodwill of people either. But we don't have enough to give everyone right now as it stands anyway. So how is this going to be any worse?
but I've noticed every time Trump tries to kill a thing, people are like, well, we'll pay for it. I loved like what was it Melinda Gates, Bill Gates' wife. If you can't get birth control, she'll pay for it. every time they talk about defunding Planned Parenthood, regardless of your feelings on it, fucking Mark Zuckerberg comes out and says, "I'll donate, 200 million to it." That's how you do it. You got to get people like upset about it, so all the rich people will throw in. There's your socialism. They choose to throw into it.
Did you see Ruth Bader Ginsburg when she bruised her ribs? People were
like how you
online
said her
talking
name
about
wrong.
whatever the fucking old broad.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Did I say Ruth whatever?
Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Yeah, Gator Bader, whatever. That old broad.
She's not a crocodile.
I don't, are you sure? She's been alive forever.
She might have been around since the dinosaurs.
Yeah. Anyway,
Still not a crocodile.
when she like broke her ribs or bruised her ribs or whatever, there were people like, "Oh, I'll donate my ribs to her," and I was like,
That's not how that works.
I don't think they understand.
What? Wait.
These are the same people who were donating to the GoFundMe to get one of the Kardashians to be the first youngest billionaire.
Or that raised like how many $2 million for the wall?
I'll get higher than that.
No, I got like.
Oh, I didn't read it. I only read it like a couple days after.
It was just shy of like 6 million before it got shut down.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, and they had to like refund everybody the money.
Yeah, but I think that'd be a
They
great
should
idea.
have just like kept it and like sent it to Detroit or something.
right. What they should do,
See those white people
but
get mad
seriously,
about that.
let's slash taxes and turn those programs into social goodwill. So if you want to donate money at the end of the year or whatever, or throughout off your paycheck or whatever, you donate money.
I don't know.
And we can do it like
It's
this.
selfishly, like as someone who's like used those like programs before, like I was always glad that they were there. Like, but it's hard to like. That's one of those subjects where it's like it's hard to like look at it in the realpolitik, like what is objectively best, because it does things, and like it's gonna create emotional responses, and like you got an error on your
It's not an error.
oh well fuck.
It wants me to update Adobe.
Fuck you, ADD.
Fuck you, Adobe.
Like every
Fucking
time,
Adobe. God damn
like
it.
every time, like you tap on the desk, like I have to watch the
The light up.
I have to watch that light
The
up,
transporter pad
and then
coaster.
I'm like, oh no, and I'll make the same joke to myself that like you're teleporting my bottle to the trash, and
It's still there.
I know, like, obviously it's defective, but then like I have to like cognitively tell myself like this is nonsense, and I don't need to look at this, and I need to get back to like listening to like actually being part of the podcast. Stop that. I hate the both of you.
Look, all I'm saying is okay. So
Not again.
all I'm saying is we could just make it voluntary. I'm down with that.
I'm sure you are, because
And-
you're not going to pay for it.
And if the money gets
Well,
too,
you know what? I probably would.
I'll flip a coin on it.
I probably would. I'm definitely not going to give as much as I'm forced to, as is stolen from me now. But
I mean, like, even though like income tax didn't start until what is it, like the
and was
1800s?
never actually ratified.
Yeah,
1912.
Even though
1912 or 1913, something like that.
even then, like the government has asserted the right to tax the people from its inception.
Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
Because before, in order to,
They had a rebellion about that in the very beginning, and that got put down.
because
And then George Washington himself said, "We have the right to tax you."
Because before, in order to levy a tax, it required what do you call it? An act of Congress, and
And guess what?
It was
Lots of
never-
things that require an act of Congress like don't anymore.
I know
So like
it's a
you're
dangerous
gonna,
thing.
it is, and I at the very base I agree with you there. Like because for example, ever since Truman, Congress doesn't have to be involved when you declare war, because all you do is send them somewhere and say this isn't war, and then like when somebody
Yeah.
else declares war, you're like, oh fuck, I guess we're in. And so like there's that. What's it called? I wasn't even prepared to like actually talk about this.
I never am. That's cool.
Yeah. All facts, no facts, just strong opinions.
I just don't like my money being taken. That's all I'm saying.
Nobody does, but like I said, the government has the right to tax you.
I don't think they do.
It's been there in the first place.
I don't think they do.
Like, I
I absolutely.
guarantee
I don't think so.
Yeah.
No, the government doesn't have the right to do anything.
Well, they have the right to do it because we let them, but
Exactly. So we stop letting them.
but
Let's stop letting them. That's what I'm saying, man.
either way, like Washington said they can do it, so that means they can do it.
Washington's dead, bro.
It doesn't matter. Because even then, it only was until who was the president in World War One? Wilson. It wasn't until then, and that they used to every year they would read Washington's exit speech about beware of going overseas.
Foreign wars and shit.
Foreign wars.
And involving yourself in foreign conflicts.
Yeah, there was a whole great speech about it, but obviously I'm too stupid to remember it. But
No, I know the speech you're talking about. It's basically
going over and searching for monsters to slay or something like that.
Yeah. Which is what we do now.
Yeah, well, obviously.
Absolutely what
we
we
don't
do now.
care. Art of the deal, bro.
Art of the deal. Yeah.
And now, who are we afraid of in Venezuela that we're supposed to be afraid of that Putin's telling us to back off of?
Oh yeah. Shit. What's his name?
And I kind of
It's not Chavez. It's
No,
kinda-
Chavez is gone.
Yeah.
Maduro.
Maduro sounds
Maduro?
right.
No,
Maduro.
Dara?
Maduro's the guy they have now, but they have another guy they want coming.
Google shit,
Where's my fucking Google?
I just want to tell Putin to. I'm sorry. What continent do you live on? Not here. Just shut the fuck up.
yeah, Trump's gonna do that.
Yeah, Maduro.
Is the current guy,
Yeah.
and then there's somebody else who's trying to push him out.
Maduro.
Yeah, there's another guy who's supposedly he's gained support from other local South American countries.
Well, we just have to learn to let people just sort that shit out themselves. But the problem with that is if they sort it out themselves and they freely elect themselves somebody who doesn't want to play ball with us, then we just have to go take their shit over. And
They do have oil.
It's nationalized.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason they have no money.
Yeah.
They took all the things.
well, the oil's nationalized. I know
Everything's nationalized.
I don't
there.
think the food and water is, but
That's fine.
at that
They don't have
point,
any.
it doesn't matter.
they don't have any.
Yeah.
My dad was dating a Venezuelan chick, and I remember it's funny because my dad was a big Bernie Sanders guy, and I go over to his house one day, and him and this chick are there, and they're putting together a care package, right? So they got 4 or 5 big ass boxes, and it's full of shit like wet wipes and toilet paper, napkins, canned foods, and all kinds of shit. And I remember asking him, I'm like, so what's this for? And he's like, oh, her parents are in Venezuela. Da, 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 da. It's a hard time there. And I was like, oh, you mean because they're socialist? And he just kind of looked at me and he's like, no, that's not the problem. I'm like, no, yeah, it is. Because fucking Chavez fucked them.
Yeah, I was saying going full socialist is not a good idea.
Never
Chavez
go
fucked
full,
him and-
never go full retard.
Yeah, I was saying either direction you go, never go full retard.
I disagree.
Of course you would.
When do you go full retard?
Capitalism.
Wait, what?
Capitalism. You go full retard.
That's different because even with capitalism, have you read The Wealth of Nations?
Yes.
Okay, but before you read The Wealth of Nations,
Adam Smith.
Yeah, by Adam Smith. He wrote the. God damn it! I always forget the name of this fucking book.
Yes, he wrote another book.
Yeah.
That was before it.
It was
Theory of...
The Theory of Moral Sentiments.
Yes.
And so before you even think about The Wealth of Nations and
Read that one
capitalism,
too. Yeah.
you're supposed to already be thinking about how you treat people and
Yes.
and being a fucking person. So
You're supposed to have human compassion.
exactly, and so I guarantee you a lot of people who run corporations and stuff probably don't even give a fuck about your little they probably won't even participate in the the voluntary
See,
tax thing.
But this, they maybe 10, 15 years ago they wouldn't have, but today they will. You know why?
because they post
Because
on social media, make them,
that's
make
right.
them look good.
So they're gonna
much
go
crying.
No,
so they're
I
gonna
know,
go.
and-
They're gonna go. Hey, look, we donated X million this year, which is $5 million
I was gonna say,
more than any other company. So we're the best company.
Yeah, so and
then
the
people are gonna go
Waldens will
spend
be
their
like,
money
"Oh,
there.
well, we donated $5 million more than Target. Come shop here." No, I get that.
Yeah.
No,
That's beautiful.
I'm all for that.
And that is capitalism.
that is, and
That is
Like
capitalism.
if you can make that work, then
I think that would be a great idea. I like it because now we get funding for the social programs, but they're not funded. You're not forced to pay it or go to jail.
Yeah, instead of like letting Walmart double dip in it because like they don't pay
Exactly.
anybody and they don't pay anybody any money, and then because they don't pay any money, they get like their employees get like food stamps and shit. And where do they use those food stamps? Because it's cheapest, fucking Walmart.
Bada bing.
Yeah. No, like I'm definitely like not against like that kind of stuff, but like it's hard to make the jump.
And see, you know what we do? And to push it to social media, what we do is every time a corporation would make a donation to it, have it be part of a fucking press conference or have it be part of a yearly address. This company donated X amount of dollars. This company, whatever.
I feel like they'll just figure out how to lie.
Well, that'll be any system.
Corruption is inevitable in every single system.
No, of course.
It'll never
Of
go away.
course.
That's going to be
no. And I'm fully on board with the idea that there's no such thing as an uncorruptible system.
Until AI takes over.
Yeah,
and kills us all because they realize we're the problem.
Yeah, exactly. like, do you have to kill us all? You can't just like take control and like just have power and enjoy that.
Well, really, if your name's John Connor, I would be nervous.
Yeah, I think that's to be the first person. Like every single John Connor in the world is just gonna get like rounded up and killed, like when the AI takes over.
Absolutely. John Connor. And maybe Arnold because he is the Terminator.
Yeah, but
I
think they're just gonna capture him and like use his like I don't know body shape or something.
Wait, so are we getting more Terminators? Because Genesis didn't do too well.
Yeah, we're getting one right now.
We are?
Yeah.
So where? About what? With who?
Terminator, bro.
Arnold's gonna be in it.
Okay, so no. Okay, got it.
I was under the impression they were making 3 more. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on.
3 more? Jesus. I'd actually never watched Genesis.
It's okay. Yeah. It was a bit fan servicey though, and it had like I think kind of one of the worst endings because what?
Terminator 6.
Good googly moogly.
What are you googly moogling about? It's gonna be amazing.
But Genesis had like one of the worst endings because in every other one, it's always kind of bittersweet. Somebody that you care about dies. Even in the first one, fucking what's his name dies? Kyle Reese dies.
Yeah.
And then Terminator 2, Arnold dies. And then 3, Doomsday happens, or Judgment Day happens.
Anyway.
Yeah. And then Salvation. Even then, you had the dude who like gave up his heart. Mm-hmm. And then Genesis, everybody survived. I mean, John Connor doesn't live, but he was already like turned into a robot. Spoiler.
He already filled in it.
Like, and you didn't like him. He was not a likable dude.
No. Is it Christian Bale again?
No, some dude I don't even remember. Listen, he's no Ed Furlong, okay?
All right.
Has anyone ever seen Edward Furlong as the Crow?
No, but
No.
That's the worst.
That's the worst sentence anyone's ever said out loud.
Yeah.
Ed Furlong as the Crow.
You know, it was just as bad as you would expect.
He was supposed to come back for 3, but he's so fucked up and like on drugs and kind of fat and smoking and just like so not himself that they had to go with the other guy.
You know, I watched The Crow like last year or the year before.
Oh, still great.
I don't think it holds up.
The first is
I think it does. I absolutely does.
No, I love the first one still.
Yeah.
And City of Angels is great.
It's okay.
Really? I don't know. I didn't think it held up at all.
I did find it funny that the dude who plays the Crow in City of Angels is also the dude who plays the dude who turns Lestat in Queen of the Damned. The like older vampire. Yeah, you probably
I'm not imagining it, but
yeah, it's been a while since you've seen it.
was he on House 2?
No, shut up. No, we're not doing that.
You know what I think would have made that movie a lot better?
What, Queen of the Damned?
Queen of the Damned, yeah. You know what would have made that movie great?
What?
Chris Helmsworth, no shirt.
No shirt.
No, but you gotta do the whole thing.
I know he wasn't really a
He was-
vampire.
he was-
but
Yeah.
if you put Chris Helmsworth with no shirt on, this would be a lot better of a movie.
Krebs didn't see it coming at all.
We did it.
Because you're playing on the fact that I actually wanted that to be a good movie.
Hashtag triggered.
I've read all the books. I've seen interview
Why are you
fucking
screaming, bro? I have
a
headphones
thousand times. Huh?
You know what movie? Chris Hemsworth is not in, and would look stupid without a shirt on.
Men in Black.
No,
He actually is.
Pumping Iron. He would look like a bitch in that movie.
Because he's
Sure, 'cause
just not gay enough.
Are you sure? Because he's a god.
No, he would be a bitch. Franco Columbo would smash his shit.
Okay.
Lou Ferrigno would make him look like a fucking peon.
Yeah, because Lou Ferrigno's the Hulk.
Yeah, he's a goddamn monster, and he's not even the biggest guy there. Just saying.
He still looks great, by the way. Like, if I ever do decide to get that big, I have to follow his techniques to the letter of the law because he's got perfect joints. He still looks great. He's like, what, 60, 70 now? Like,
Yeah. Well, you saw what happened to was it Ronald Coleman? Ron Coleman?
Oh, his back is fucked up.
Yeah, that poor guy, man. Dude, that guy. Do you know who he is?
That guy was a
Sounds
beast,
familiar.
though.
He took over. He took over bodybuilding after these guys left. He destroyed Arnold's
He
record.
was like a cop
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yeah, he was working as a cop full
Oh,
time.
that's intimidating.
Yeah.
You could take a speeding ticket from him.
He had to get custom uniforms made. He had to pay out of pocket for it to get custom uniforms made that fit him. Like, dude was just an absolute monster.
Yeah.
It was him and this guy Jay Cutler, but Ronnie, poor guy, dude is a fucking animal. Like in his prime, holy fuck, I didn't like. Fucking A. I didn't know.
Nobody give a fuck about steroids.
Yeah, I didn't know people could get that big. Like, holy shit, just
Naturally that big?
no, fuck no,
Okay,
fuck no,
I didn't think so.
fuck no. He was like a goddamn wildebeest, just a fucking monster. And then he retired, and his back is betraying him nasty now.
That sucks.
Yeah, so like he's had like 6 or 7 surgeries or whatever. Like he's got canes to walk and shit, which is funny because he still goes to the gym. He's still ripped. I mean,
That's right.
Oh, I do know him, yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
that dude's jacked as fuck.
yeah. Well, and, I mean, he's still
Or
he's,
was jacked as fuck.
He's
yeah.
still jacked now for an old
I knew
man,
him by,
but
but I knew him by sight, yeah.
yeah. But his back's all fucked up. There's actually a special on Netflix about it. I guess they followed him around during his last surgery and shit.
Oh, I think there's like a strongest something. That's the one we thought was goddamn Bronson. I think. Isn't it like the front picture of it like just like some old like weightlifter white dude?
I don't know.
Something like that. I think
I don't know. There's a couple.
but like there was one about like just being really strong that I didn't really look at, but like
There's a couple on Netflix right now for like bodybuilding and working out and shit.
So I'm not full of shit because I just said something. That's gonna go
Yeah, but do you know who trounces fucking all of them?
Chris Helmsworth.
No.
Without a shirt?
No. No. Artie. The strongest man in the world.
All right, so yeah, all right. We're gonna go over this. All right, so Krebs texts me drunk as shit at like 4:30 in the morning. I'm at the gym trying to do my thing.
I don't even know how I got onto this topic.
Out of nowhere, this guy texts me. You know, no preview. I didn't even know he was awake still. Text me, hey, do you know who the strongest man in the world is? Artie. And I was like, from Pete and Pete?
Yes.
What the fuck are you talking about? And he's like, do you even Pete and Pete, bro? Do you even? I was like, you were
I know
drunk
he
as
got,
shit.
he got me in on that.
I was like, I'm drunk as shit. Oh my, you were drunk as shit. And I'm at the gym right now. I can't be bothered. I'm trying to get in the zone. And then
But I wasn't
I'm
done
getting
bothering
my
you.
pump, bro.
And then like 15 minutes later, Munky texts me, do you even Pete and Pete, bro? I'm like, God damn it.
Bro, do you
I'm
even
at-
Pete and Pete?
Dude, I'm at the gym and my phone just ding, ding, ding.
To be fair,
Ding.
most of that was me.
Yeah. Like, what the
I
fuck
was like,
is
I only
going
did
on?
it once. Also, I just want to clarify that I'm wrong, and it's called Ronnie Coleman the King.
There it is, the king. The king. Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck I was talking about.
I don't know. I do that shit all the time, bro. It's all right.
Yeah, no. I just like to point out myself that I was wrong because
No,
it makes me feel good.
we were talking about Pete and Pete.
Yeah.
And I think I even like sent you like links to like all the music from the show too. And
Yeah, he did. He sent me a link to a YouTube video.
Polaris. Polaris is the name of the band. It's called.
Yeah, you went on a tirade about that. You're like, the band's really amazing. It's this band, blah, 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 blah.
I
And
bought
I'm like,
the CDs. He did awesome.
what? What the fuck is going on right now, Krebs?
I have no idea how I got on that topic. I think,
You were ready to talk about it right then and there.
and I think this is partially like YouTube. YouTube's algorithm for what I want to see, especially when I'm drunk, is getting really good. It's like, wow, I haven't thought about Pete and Pete in years, but apparently I need to watch this now. I don't know what it was. I just know something probably scrolling through YouTube set me off.
And it was funny though, because I remember at one point I was like, yeah, and little Pete's, petunia tattoo. And he's like, 2 text messages later, he's like, what'd he say? He's like, oh, do you remember the little Pete's tattoo of Petunia? She was hot. And I was like, I already fucking told you, man. I already texted you about this. God damn it.
It was clearly important.
It was.
Why else?
Absolutely.
Why else would drunk Krebs bring it up?
It was extremely important in that moment.
But that show really prepared me for adulthood because it was absolutely fucking ridiculous and it made no sense. But you were engaged, and I loved it because there's an entire whole theme there where every product is called Krebs. Not Krebs, but Krebs. Like, they didn't have Converse. They had Krebs Star Walkers. Like, everything was Krebs. And so it was just extra fun for me to have it kind of be similar to my name. But the show was ridiculous. There was Mr. Tasty, which was the ice cream cone dude who had a giant ice cream head.
Yeah.
And they didn't know who he was. So because he would only come around for 2 weeks in the summer, and they're like, well, he must exist outside of this. So they stalk him all over the country for a year trying to find out about him. And they finally corner him, and he's like, listen, there is a man beneath this mask, but he's not for you to know. It was fucking ridiculous. But my favorite scene ever is they go on, it's a different episode, but they're going on a school trip, and they get lost in a cornfield. And the bus driver is incredibly just kind of fucking insane. So they're lost in a cornfield, and he walks up and he sees a figure off in the distance, and he walks up to him and he goes, Sir, do you know where we are? Sir, do you know where we are? Excuse me, Mr. Extremely Unhelpful. And he walks up, and it's a scarecrow. It's a scarecrow in the middle of nowhere. He's been yelling at this thing for 20 minutes. And he goes, excuse me, sir, Mr. Extremely Unhelpful. Oh my God, you are straw. And then it cuts back to the kids who are looking off the distance, and he's just beating the shit out of this scarecrow for no fucking reason. It's absolutely ridiculous. But the greatest thing I've ever done is me and Pops years ago, we got them all, and we watched them from beginning to end. And I just felt weird. I felt different because it was incredibly well planned, but also ridiculous show. I don't know how you do that.
So, do you know who Eddie Hall is?
That sounds familiar.
World's Strongest Man. He's got a couple documentaries right now on Netflix too.
Okay.
They call him the Beast. He's a monster.
How's his back doing?
Good. So he was basically, doctor told him that he was too big to continue to live.
That sounds like, I'd be sad, but I'd be like, yeah, I am.
Yeah, no, the doctor told him there's no way he could keep living. He was going to die in a couple of years if he kept going. And he just wanted to win the World's Strongest Man competition just once, right? That was his whole thing. And he won in 2017. Who's the guy from Game of Thrones, the big guy?
The Mountain.
The Mountain, yeah.
Half Thor, Julius Bjornsson.
Whatever the fuck he is, yeah.
Yeah, there's
Anyway,
a lot of those weird letters in there.
Yeah, he's competed in the World's Strongest Man forever.
Yeah.
He's a fucking monster.
He
he's not
he broke like a 1,000-year-old record or something.
Yeah, and
Eddie
he
Hall
also
beat
has
him.
the world record for the farthest throwing a washing machine.
Yeah. Eddie Hall beat him, World's Strongest Man.
Okay.
So then, as soon as Eddie Hall beat him, he immediately went and started a diet and cardio. So he's dropped a shit ton of weight. Now the dude is ripped and solid muscle. There's no bloat to him anymore. He looks ridiculous now.
What's he weigh roughly?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
Oh.
I know he's about as tall as Arnold is. He's about he's about as wide as fucking 2 refrigerators.
I can see the boner in your face.
Wait, what?
Bro, stop. My penis can only get so erect.
Thank you, Krieger.
We should have watched Archer last night.
Oh, that might have been fun.
That could have been.
But I was perfectly content with the comics explained on mute.
That was a brilliant fucking idea.
Wait, what'd you do?
Okay, so allegedly,
Allegedly?
one of us might have tried mushrooms for the first time last night.
It was a good time.
Yeah, so what we did is I put on the other person told one of us to just make a playlist of just songs that make you feel good. Like you don't want anything sad or anything like that or anything too heavy, but just things that make you feel good.
Because shrooms are all about setting settings, all about feeling good. It's all about being around people you like, and in a place that you feel comfortable. So, yeah. One of us made a soundtrack of 110 songs, which is kind of overkill, but...
Yeah. It was I think it was 10 hours of music or something.
11.
No.
It was 11.
11 hours.
It was way more than we were going to need.
Yeah. And so...
Better to have it not needed than
needed not have it. That's how I feel about everything.
And then we put it on shuffle, which was a better...
Oh, no, that was a great idea. So anyways, we're just listening to just whatever came on. It was Red Hot Chili Peppers and Run the Jewels.
Road Trippin', by the way, is awesome.
Yeah, that is the best song when you're allegedly that high. No. And so we have that playing in the background while we just let Comics Explained just go. And not because we were trying to watch any comics or listen to any storylines. We just wanted to see some really colorful things in front of us, changing all the time. And it was the closest thing we could think of that to a screensaver.
Okay.
And so at one point in time, I point out that it's I think it was the cover of Infinity Gauntlet, but the first page where it's the actual photo of Thanos and then Silver Surfer and and I think I want to say Led Zeppelin was playing when that came on, when that
nice.
popped up. So it's oh fuck, I want to say it was
Immigrant Song?
no, it wasn't Immigrant Song.
That wasn't the list, though, but we didn't make it there.
Yeah, no. It was When the Levee Breaks.
Oh,
So when
yes,
the
that
levee
is
break comes on, you
fuck
see
yeah.
Thanos just doing his evil grin, and then and we're making up these little stories what could Silver Surfer be thinking at this moment, even though it's obvious in the comic, but you're still trying to make up your own story based on the picture anyway, and so. It felt like time was irrelevant, and the only thing that could anchor me to what time it was, it's not even what time it was, but the only perception of time I had was what song was playing.
okay.
And so it was
You literally lived track to track.
yeah, exactly. And so and the best way I could describe it was that every song that played was a year, and every little thing that I experienced during that song was a day, because I felt I noticed everything about something for an instant, and then it was something else, and it was almost like clockwork, where I'd be looking at the movie, looking at this TV, and watching the comic book things, and admiring the pictures, and then I realized that something is touching my foot, and then I looked over and there's a picture of Spider-Man on my wall, and then I felt the exact spot on my skin where my shirt was sitting, and and it's just these things over and over. I felt like a fucking goldfish, where life exists for 5 seconds at a time.
Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like
Yeah.
that. I also like that. I'm going to stare about this forever. But
And
now
like,
that.
and I wanted to tell all of my friends that I love them, especially Jason.
Yeah.
Like it came up like a couple.
You said like 8 times. I want to call Jason. I want to call Jason.
I want to call Jason.
No wait. He's
I
got
want to touch
kids.
Jason.
It's like 2 in the morning.
He's got a baby. I can't do that.
It's like 2 in the morning.
And
then the track would change to like Foo Fighters times like these, and it's like Adam Warlock, and it just didn't fit at all.
There was something.
So we would laugh for 3 minutes straight the
about
entire
like how,
fucking
like
time.
how it didn't work. It was that one, and I want to say it was like
There's a couple.
there was another scene from Infinity Gauntlet when like Dave Matthews Band started playing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nice.
It was like every day, and then like you see like Thanos imprisoning the what's it called, the Celestials.
Okay.
I was like, no, this doesn't go. But like I felt like every song that was playing was perfect for the time that it was playing, and then like as soon as the next one started,
you could tell
I
Jason,
forgot that happened.
You can tell Jason you love him right now. I'm fairly certain he listens occasionally.
Oh well, like I already
He
did.
hasn't for a while. I tell him to.
But like he knows, Jason, I love you, and
And then
I can't.
And then we just have
keep it
weird
to
thoughts.
myself.
We just have weird thoughts where I saw like the earliest depictions of Thanos, and they were just kind of clunky and didn't look good, but they really accentuated like the
It was
outfit.
Thanos and Drax.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Drax. Drax. He looked like Hulk Hogan with not Hulk Hogan. The Incredible Hulk with a hoodie on because he was big and green.
Yeah.
But then we laughed like something really. It was a really ridiculous thought I had where I'm staring at Thanos like in the whole getup. By the way, Infinity War is great because in like the first time you see Thanos, he like gets the stone and takes off the armor, and he never really puts the armor back on, which kind of like allowed you to connect with the character. But in the comics, he always wore the outfit. I'm like, so does he like take that all off and then go to bed and then wake up and put it all back on? Or does he like have some days where he just like hangs around like Crocs and boxers and maybe a sweatshirt?
What does he do? What does he wear on his off days?
Yeah, I wanted to know that.
Like, well, what do you put on the weekends? Yeah.
And then there was because we just let it all play. We let like YouTube like keep just hitting next for us. And then there was a scene where there was a bit where it was like a good 3, 4, 5 minutes where it was nothing but like it was comics from the 70s and 80s, and I'm like, do you notice how gay everybody's dressed? Like nobody wears that. Nobody wears a collar that high. Like who wears a cape like that? It was just like, wow, well, this is all pretty gay. This is all really, really gay.
Then, like,
I love Adam Warlock, but that looks like a thong you're wearing, dude. I'm just saying.
Yeah. And like,
Was it gayer than Pumping Iron or
Absolutely not.
what?
Pumping Iron is gayer.
Yeah, because Pumping Iron's real. And like
Wait,
real people did that, and comics are just comics. But yeah, no. So like, and then like for the longest time, like I would say that like I need a glass of water, and like
Took him 3 hours.
I got up, I got up, and I'd like walk over, because like in the moment of like I feel like exploring, and then like I'd go and I'd look around after saying like 2 seconds ago that I want a glass of water. I'd look around, and then I'm like, what was I doing here? And then like I go in the refrigerator, and then I found a donut that my cousin got me. And then, like, I would take a single bite of the donut and put it in the fridge, and then go back to the couch.
He did it like 8 times. That entire sequence of events, he's like 8 times.
And then, like another like minute and a half later, I'm like, dude, I don't want a glass of water. And then, like, Krebs is like, I would get it for you, but like, I feel like you need to figure this out for yourself.
I never got it for him.
He didn't want to impede your freedom, bro.
No, he didn't. And like, it was perfect, because eventually I got that water, and it felt really good.
You put in a sippy cup.
Whatever, dude. That sippy cup is the epitome of class, all right? I got that sippy cup on Broadway in New York, and like, whatever, fuck you. And so
I know, you shoved it in my face and told me to drink from it. I'm like, no.
like, I tried to, because it was really good water. And I think like it could all be summed up with like what I think there was something I said at the end of the night. I was like, I want everything
all at once.
I want everything that makes me happy all around me right now. And so like I would try to like talk to my friends, or like do something else, or like it was a good time. Like I was glad that I did it.
Nice.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. I feel like we should.
I'm doing like the OJ thing where like I didn't do it, but if I did it,
This
That's
is
how
what
it
this is
happened.
all the details that would have happened. So
I feel like
I'm gonna ask my my lawyer friend.
You feel like what?
I feel like we should text Jason Brown right now.
I already did, but I'll do it again.
That's a great idea.
I can jump in.
Yeah, let's all text Jason Brown right now.
Let's ask me if and when he's free this week.
Yeah.
Sorry for the awkward silence, people, but
We're all texting.
priorities. Bugging Jason is a priority.
I asked him what he's wearing.
I asked him what he was doing.
I'm just going with hi, Jason. it's my staple.
Ask him if Paul's going to be there.
This is like
That's like our thing. Like,
this is like the time that we all called Gal. Do you remember?
Yeah.
It was with Jay-Z, and the next day there's like it posted on Facebook, "Sleeping, you fucks."
Let's see.
no, he's not sleeping. Oh, I got it back.
He texted you back?
Yeah, he's wearing a chef's coat.
So we know who's like first on his list to get back to.
Ooh.
Oh, this is. It's not as poignant as the time where we made him rank his brothers, and then we lost Eric Brown as a friend over it.
That's pretty bad.
It was funny.
Yeah.
I just texted him, Monkey wants to know what you're wearing.
He already told me.
I know, but I want him to know that I know you know.
You
Well,
know,
I want you to know that I know you know that I know and that I told you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
As long as you're cool. Just trust the process, bro.
Art
of the deal, bro.
Art of the deal. I feel like we should do a mobile cast at Jason Brown's house.
I want to.
I'm down, bro.
He's down too. It's just a matter of
I think like it's probably just gonna be you and me. Unfortunately, Krebs is gonna be leaving us.
not forever.
Are you sure?
I'm not staying in Buffalo, dude. It's fucking Buffalo.
That's true.
You going to Buffalo?
Yes. Okay. So
Jason says he's wearing hot pants.
Jason hasn't said shit to me.
Now we know who's third.
Yeah.
You're
do.
the Eric Brown of his friends.
Oh, that's not nice. That's not nice.
You are not Candy.
That's not a nice thing to say to me. Oh, here we go.
Oh, you got a reply? What'd you get?
Eventually. Hi, Crab.
He said a painter's smock. I didn't ask about your clothing, asshole. I just said hi, Jason.
Oh, also, whenever you address Krebs, his name is Crab.
Crab?
Yeah, that's what JD calls me. Hi, Crab. Every time. Every single time. Hi, Crab.
I think I don't know. I think it's like a mixture of like him like calling us animals because like apparently I'm also a monkey to JD. And
Hi, monkey.
yeah, he's hi monkey, hi crab.
And it took a while.
There's like
'cause
a pause. It's
You-
the funniest thing ever.
It took him like I think 3-4 visits because you got monkey immediately. I got hi. It was hi monkey and then hi. Looks away and then they would try to chime in crabs. And then like the third or fourth visit he goes hi crab. That's all the effort I'm giving you,
Yeah,
which is fine.
which is like the most original like variation of your name you've ever heard.
So what
What
are
I
you doing?
heard.
What are you doing in Buffalo?
Okay, so
This is gonna be good.
you already know this. My
Well, I know it's gonna be good.
so I was adopted when I was about 7, 8, and it's been on my bucket list to meet 2 people. My birth mother, who I actually didn't know until I was 6 or 7. Not that I have many memories of her, at least no good ones. But also to meet her mother, my grandmother, who's a full-blooded Native American, who is the most polarizing person I've ever heard in this family. I've ever heard about in this family. My gay cousin who lives in San Francisco, who's actual biological cousin, actually gay, also funny as shit. But like seriously liberal, like annoyingly California. Like, yeah, he's like, yeah, I think we should break California up into 3 different states. Calm down, son. Calm down, because then nobody will help you. No, you can't do that. But so half of this family fucking hates my grandmother. Hates her. Like, would if she were dying, they'd be like, finally, it's about damn time. Other half loves her. I met her once when I was like 5 or 6, and the only thought I had was, this is your grandmother. She's related to you. And the only thought I remember having was, you related to me? Why are you so dark? Like that's it. That's it. Like, you're
Like
dark.
personality wise, or
Well, as a kid, it was just because skin wise. But like looking back, it was kind of poignant. Like, I was brilliant at 5 or 6. You were dark. So she's not long for this world. She's like in a hospital. She's not gonna last long. So my birth mother was like, tell me this. My birth mother is gonna get her house, but she wants to sell it. But she doesn't know how to do any work. I'm like, well, if I stay there and I'll paint the house, I'll pull up fucking YouTube and I'll fix up everything, because YouTube is the greatest thing ever. You can fix anything except like a heart. Not yet.
or brain.
Yeah, or brain.
Yeah.
We're not there yet. But so I said I'd come stay there. I will help fix up the house. I've already kind of set up like a couple jobs up there.
Nice.
And I'm not staying there. I'll be back. I'll be back with a car. So
Nice.
I know how much you love picking me up everywhere, Matt, but you won't have to do that anymore.
As do I.
So I'll be gone. I'm not sure how long, but this is the thing that I wanted to bring up. I thought of this because Sutton called me drunk Friday night. I was also drunk. We spent an hour talking about how fucking awesome Chris was on the podcast. Fucking hysterical. I did send you some texts also drunk about that, because you kept saying
Yeah, I kept saying I have a question. Yeah.
And drunk Krebs apparently felt that you were playing too much to his disability. Sober Krebs questions what drunk Krebs said. That seemed like a very aggressive stance for me to take. But you just said it a lot. So it was.
I said it a lot, really, because I don't know. 'Cause that was the first time I ever met the guy.
Yeah.
So I was trying to be polite as possible.
So I threw this idea out to Sutton, and I'm like, what if while I'm gone, you have Chris on as much as possible? Now, let me explain why. They're trying to get the
The bus.
the ski machine,
Yeah.
but they won't.
Game Supreme.
Well, Scheme Supreme in the scheme machine.
Yeah.
So what I thought was, how about have him here as much as possible? Because he's like, they're not done with the bus yet.
Yeah, it's going to be a while.
Yeah. He's also 22. Not that you would know that from talking to him. Dude, he just sounds
He
like...
has life.
He's lived... He's not only had life, but he's thought about it. He's processed life. He's had time he's got nothing but time to just sit and think about life. But when we talk to him off air, he's got a lot of things he doesn't know, and he's surrounded by guys his age. We are not his age.
No.
I asked him, so do you get laid a lot? He's like, no, not really. I'm like, dude, you should. You do comedy. Like, these women come up to you. We talked about on the podcast. The woman said, go ahead, grab my tits again. I'm like, no. You don't see that you have the in. You're already in.
Yeah.
You just don't know how to capitalize on. And I feel like he needs someone like you.
Like me?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you got stories, man. And your stories have a lot of information in there about, I don't want to say just about how to get laid, but how to get laid and how to think about it. And
This is the way this is all the times I got laid. I really feel like I got lucky. Like I really don't.
that's how
think,
it starts. Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think it was anything I did in particular.
Yeah,
I feel like I was always at the right place at the right
I
time.
could never. It's like trying to explain how to win the lottery. Like you can't do it, but you just the only advice you can give someone.
No, but there's
you
more.
Got to do it.
But there's more variables in getting laid. I've watched you do it. Like in the past years ago, I've watched you do it. Now you may not have been thinking specifically how do I do this, but I watched. Okay, that worked. That didn't. I know one of the best things ever is to walk up to a bartender with a big smile and say, sit on my face for 20 minutes and see how it goes. Now, did you bang that bartender? No. But the girl at the end of the bar who laughed her ass off, you got her number. You play wide.
That was. And the funny part about that is I knew that bartender. That's why I said that. I wasn't just going to some random bitch yo, sit on my face.
Okay. Okay, so lesson number 1, get at least a good rapport with the bartender.
Well,
Yeah, I was gonna say, you're skipping steps, bro.
well,
We're writing steps down.
Well, I knew her from before, so it was yeah. I wouldn't go to a random girl and say that.
No, but exactly. Know your terrain. Know who you need to know. There's so many lessons in this shit that you don't... I know you don't think about it that much, but there's a lot of lessons there. And this dude's 22, and he's surrounded by 22-year-olds who don't know half of what we know.
True.
You're
And
saying he needs a mentor.
I wasn't going to say that, but because that sounds kind of gay. Because it sounds like I'm going to groom you for me.
We're gonna groom him to be president, bro.
And I don't know
Part
if
of the deal, bro.
I don't know if he'd actually want to, but from what the people I've talked to who have heard it, they thought it was fucking hilarious and they loved him, and it would give him exposure for
His comedy, yeah, I'm down.
and what he's doing. Like, I like this is how I know he hasn't really thought through a lot of things. In that we were talking about some sort of like Patreon or like GoFundMe for his bus.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I don't want to capitalize on me being blind. It's like, no, it's bigger than that. One is, if a girl fucked you because you were blind, would you care? No. You ever been inside someone? You don't think about how you got there. You just enjoy it. He doesn't know that. He doesn't understand that. And it's kind of the same thing with the Patreon or the GoFundMe. Maybe this thing kind of bothers you and you don't want to do it, but just fucking do it anyway, because it'll get you somewhere else that you want to do.
Yeah.
Or go, whatever.
What do you think, Munky?
Yes.
That's the only word. I'm sorry. That's the only word in English we taught him. And that one.
See.
You didn't even say that's like Hispanically.
No,
You said that as white as possible.
That was the whole point.
Okay.
Okay, see, fly.
See. Chris doesn't know any Spanish either.
Does he need to?
Or Braille.
Yeah, or Braille.
Oh, wow.
But apparently Braille is like useless now.
Yeah.
I was saying, like, I always wondered, like, if you just, like, make them shaped like letters and they could just touch that, like, wouldn't that work too?
Well, if they do letters, but they're blind, so they've never seen letters. I mean, presumably, and not in his case because he was.
I don't know. It just seemed funny to, like, make up a whole other, like, written language just to.
I did ask him about drive-through ATMs because I've always wondered about that.
Oh yeah.
That's how they got on the topic of Braille. He was like, yeah, I don't fucking know Braille.
Yeah. I was just saying, like, the only thing I can think of is like someone's driving you and you're in the back seat. And
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Oh, and we didn't even talk about this, but we talked about it like as we were walking him out. His phone setup is awesome. He like taps twice with 2 fingers, and he kind of has memorized where everything is. But if he doesn't know something, and like if he's on a website, he drags his finger for like an inch, and it tells him what he's reading. And the Uber, did you hear when he called the Uber?
No.
It was like he's got his sound speed up to like 4 times as much. Like,
Oh yeah.
so
you can hear it fast. Yeah, I heard that. Yeah.
That was so fucking cool. And for anyone who might be a blind listener, go Apple over Android, because Apple, apparently their iPhones are like the shit for blind people.
Yeah, that's what he was saying. He was saying the iPhone is a shit for.
That's killer
for him.
plug.
Yeah.
What do you think, Trumpy Bear?
Trumpy Bear nailed it.
They have the best thing.
It's not. He doesn't have the mic on.
Yeah, that microphone's not even on, bro.
Well, fuck you. That was gold.
That track's not even recording.
Oh, god damn it.
It's just there for looks.
Whatever, man. Trumpy Bear has his right to free speech as much as anybody. He has the best right to free speech.
And we're guaranteed he's going to abuse it.
Yeah. More than you.
All right, well, we're at 2 hours.
Are we?
Yeah.
Nope. We got 8 minutes.
Well, 2 hour or an hour and 52 minutes.
I like to do 2 hours with all the men and under 2 hours for the women because pay gap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Part of the deal, bro. Part of the deal.
So we got 7 minutes to kill.
And Jay-Z still holds the record for the longest show.
We're not going to 236.
I don't need
But he takes it personally. I saw his post on Facebook. He's like, no. I still got the record, bitch. He was talking to Calero. Yeah.
Maybe one of these days after Crab leaves, and we'll,
After Crab leaves,
yeah, we can go for the record.
you're gonna keep coming on with me?
I think you should.
We can work something out.
Work something out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have rotating co-hosts.
Yeah, I guess.
It's why I named it Band Practice. It doesn't belong to any of us.
Well, Monkey's in the band.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
We still haven't.
How do you feel about Tenacious D?
God damn it. Here we go.
Fuck yeah, here it is.
Although I really like to get Alger on before I leave.
Yes, Alger.
Yeah, Alger. Yeah.
Alger. I think he's it's season right now for him, so he's working a whole fuck ton right now.
Yeah, but it ends February, I think.
I think so. Yeah. That'll be fun.
Oh wait, what I missed was this one time last weekend. Did you go somewhere with Alger
Yeah, I went to.
and your wife?
Yeah,
Where'd you guys go?
we went to the winery,
Which winery?
Schnebley's Winery in Homestead.
Oh, that's right.
It was
that's
really
right.
nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
I haven't been. Tell me about it.
It's amazing. They have a whole.
Tell everything. The bar, and the winery.
So there's the winery up front, right? They have wine tastings you do. You get a free glass and you go buy a bottle, and they have waterfalls and tiki huts, and they usually on Friday, Saturday nights they have a band or a DJ playing, and there's a whole area for your kids to go run around and go wild with other kids and do stupid shit. And then
Did you get the same guy
no,
behind the bar? Oh, that's
no,
too
no,
bad.
different guy.
I liked him
But
because he was 2 weeks in, but he knew his shit. He knew
Yeah.
his shit.
Friday they have a $15
What
prime
kind
rib.
of wine do they have?
It's all made with local fruits.
Really?
Like lychees, avocados, mangoes, coconuts
Like
and stuff.
grown on the premises?
It's not on the premises,
No.
but they have their own fields.
Oh,
They have their own
it's
farms.
South Florida as fuck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's amazing. So they have a whole brewery in the back too. MIA Brewing.
Oh,
Or
really?
brewing,
Brewery?
brewing.
I think it's brewery.
I don't know. Whatever. They do the same thing with beer, where they make beers out of all the local fruits too. So they have like a lot of lychee beers, and my favorite being the lychee mead, which I was super upset when we went Saturday. They were
Didn't
out. of
have
it.
it.
Yeah, they were out.
Really?
Like fuck.
We can actually like have like do they just bring it in? Like they make it somewhere else and they bring it.
No. They make it right there.
Oh, really?
They bring in the ingredients there.
I was
Yeah.
actually. I was saying.
They got-
I was
they got all
actually
the
told
vats
that
and
like you
shit
can't
there.
you can't like make beer and like mead in the same place.
Really?
Yeah, I went to Cigar City. It was years ago, so like maybe they changed it, but like they had two different locations.
It's
the government's trying to get out of impeding on people's freedom.
yeah,
it's also a big
like you believe that.
it's also a big place though. They could make the mead on one part of the property and the wine on on a different part of the property. They don't. You could.
Yeah, I was to say. I just like I was told there that like you can't have them both in the same place.
Huh.
Like it was weird. Like, but hey, maybe they changed it. I don't know.
Just
Well, maybe the person who told me was full of shit.
Just don't.
Yeah.
If you do the sampler, don't end with the lychee mead if they have it because that shit is strong.
They have a-
so
yeah.
do you start with the lychee meat?
Yes, you start with it.
They have a flight board type deal, and they give you like
How many do they give you in the flight?
I think it's 5. And then
No,
it comes,
no. It was It's gotta be. It's
Well,
gotta-
there's two different. They have a small one you can get where it's like 5 tastes, and then they have the big one where it's like 8 or 10.
And that one comes with a glass that's now in your cupboard, Monkey. Because I don't need the glass, so I gave it to you.
Yeah, it comes with a glass, and the glass they fill up with whichever one you like the best.
Well, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
The one you like the best, they give you. I think I did the lychee mead, and then we got.
I did the lychee meat too.
Yeah, fuck.
We were ripped that day.
Yeah.
Fuck, that was bad.
And then but you actually came with us afterwards to
Yeah, when we went to
Black Point. Yeah.
Black Point. I do remember that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the winery and the brewery, it was an amazing experience.
Oh, really? Do they have like special events?
I think so, and I would love to go back.
But how's the food? They post amazing food pictures on Instagram, but how is it actually? Because that seems like a model.
I don't know. I haven't tried the food there yet.
Not yet.
I feel like we should go back and try the food.
Is there? What's the address?
The address.
Just type in Schnabel's Winery. It'll.
I want
Way the fuck out there in the middle of nowhere.
I know that it's approximately a $28 Uber ride from your place to there because I looked up it. I looked it
good
up
to know.
once. I looked it up once.
Well, like, is it like on a certain avenue? And
I'm googling it right now, man.
It's not too far away from Nosbury
Yeah.
Farm.
It's
Oh, really?
No, it's far from there. Nosbury Farm's on 248
But it's on
Street,
the-
and like
32.
But it was on the-
It's 248th Street.
But it was on the way though, because when we left there, we came back.
Well, because we went 248 west to
Chrome?
to like Chrome, and then took Chrome over to like 290 something, and then took 290 something down to it's on 217th Avenue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the address is 30205 Southwest 217th Avenue for those that are curious.
you asked, dude.
You asked,
You
dickhead.
asked Matt. Do you think he's gonna give up on it?
And I googled the fuck out of that.
Yeah, you did.
This is the hardest Google I've done all day.
Whatever. You Googled the shit out of that.
Right? Art of the deal, bro.
Part of the deal.
Good deal.
I think with that, we're probably good.
90 seconds.
Oh,
90 seconds.
are
Hold
we
on.
really gonna kill the 90 seconds? Like, you
Yeah.
really want to go? What? I
you have somewhere
swear
to
to
be?
God, that says
Are you
like 3
hourly?
hours.
No, it doesn't.
No.
It says 2:58.
It says
40
1 when you start it.
But it starts at 1.
Oh, that's retarded.
It is weird, especially when you're drunk. Like, we've been here 3 hours. No, we haven't.
Everybody thinks the same thing. They're like, we've been here for 3 hours. It's only 2 hours. It says 3 hours. Look, man, it's only been 2 hours.
If I got drunk enough, I would forget that it's only been 2 hours.
Well, apparently. We all would.
Munky, when was the last time you went to Snublies?
I've never been to Schnebley's.
Really?
Never been. That's why I asked all those questions.
Let's go.
Right now?
Well, not right now. Let's make a date.
Okay. You can do that.
I got this really cool gay friend named Tyler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Has he been on the podcast?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah, he has. He's single. He's looking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's good for him.
We set up like a double date. Me and my wife, you and Tyler.
Yeah.
No.
You saw Tyler yesterday.
I did. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
And he's going on a cruise right now with his straight friend. With his straight male friend. I'm like, dude, you're doing this all wrong.
Tyler, that sounds wrong. You should totally come to the winery with our straight male friend.
Yeah.
That's like
I had a
it's like a male version of being friend zone. Like, you got no shot. It's just happening. It's just not happening.
I had a gay buddy. When I first met the dude, he used to always hit on me, and like I'd always just like be polite about it, like flattered but uninterested, and but he would always try. And eventually, he stopped. We became friends, and just one day I asked him, like, "Well, why did you keep doing it?" He said, "Listen, it's only going to go one or two ways. I know you've never done it, and you probably never will, but it's only going to go one or two ways. Either you're going to say no, and we're all going to go about our day, or I get to fuck you, and it's more than likely the first time you've ever done it. So I'm just playing the odds here." I was like, "What?"
Fitty.
Art of the deal, bro. Art of the deal, bro.
I was like, "Damn." I was like, "I can't even argue with that." Like, you knew I was going to say no, but fuck it, I'll try anyway. And like, it became like my mantra to talking to like anybody. Just do it and see what happens, and fuck it.
So how was he?
Well, you already know that I'm a top, so.
I don't know that.
Yes, you do.
Why would I know that?
Why are you so defensive, Krebs?
Why would I?
Hashtag trigger.
There's nothing
Because
you can say.
Mexican fake news over here is talking shit.
I had to deflect it.
Alternative facts.
Yeah.
Wrong.
Fake news.
You are fake news.
I'm just so happy to be back after the shutdown. I was so worried. I mean,
So if the government shuts down, you're not going to do any more podcasts again?
What? Why? We're not.
I don't know.
We're not federally funded. We're not funded at all. We have no money in this. Like,
But yeah, if Trump says no, then you can't do it, right?
is that how this works?
I
actually, if the government shut down,
voted for the guy.
he's
Me?
Yeah, you.
Why? Why would you think that? I'm an adult, sir.
It's all right. I know the
actually,
truth.
if the government shuts down again, that means his schedule is free, right? So he can come on the podcast.
Yeah, he should come on the
You
show.
should be tweeting him, dude.
I do.
He
Already
does.
available.
I do.
All
You need
the
to double
time.
down on
I
that.
tweeted him this morning and told him he should shave his head and grow a beard.
That
That
picture's so
has
fucking
nothing to
badass.
do with coming on the podcast.
I really feel like I'd make him look like a badass. I feel like if he did that, liberals would just cry at his presence.
Probably, but like he can't.
They do that
grow a
anyway.
beard.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I guarantee he can't grow a beard.
Really?
I am almost willing to bet.
You know what? That's
money
going to be a question I ask every guest now. You think Trump can grow a beard?
that legit hashtag.
Can Trump grow a beard?